What up, live stream? Welcome to my live stream. We're streaming. Not in the water sense. We're doing a live stream, guys. Look at this. Minecraft freaking Civilization Part 2 drop. Guys, we already watched the first one. I low-key watched someone else freaking watch it like a lame-ass motherfucker, bro. Like a lame-ass motherfucker. So now we're gonna watch the second one. The second rendition of the movie. Let's get into this, man. 2 hours.
I used to dream of being the champion of Parkour Civilization, but now I am. And I got to admit, being the champion is pretty awesome.
He's the champion?
I'm the best at Parkour, I make the rules of Parkour Civilization.
He makes the rules?
At the bottom level, I always thought that parkouring to the top would lead to
a
better life.
Rules,
but
bro?
now, under my rule, people can actually live that better life.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
You are so humble.
That's so amazing.
That everything
So
in
humble.
Parkour Civilization is
humble.
now FBO themed.
Okay, I'll admit the FBO theme was intentional, but let's
What's an Envo theme? What the hell is that?
be honest, you would totally do the same if you were the champion. I mean, I don't know if that will ever happen.
Oh, you think that's funny? Let's parkour battle right now and see who wins.
Oh
I
my
can't
gosh,
wait to be the new
parkour
champion.
battle.
Okay, come on, let's be real here.
Parkour battle?
I mean, you do remember our last battle, right? I mean, oof, that was rough.
I think you're just scared because you don't practice parkour anymore.
Alright, if you think you can out-parkour me, let's go for a battle. Honestly, you might be right. I don't even think I'm that good anymore.
This is
Whoa,
nuts.
was that a 3-block jump with a 360?
3-block jump 360. 3, 6.
No way I can do that again, right? Anyways, you still want a battle?
Oh, no, fine. All right, you're still the best.
Holy shit.
We all make mistakes. It's okay. Like I
Holy
said,
shit.
being the best in
Nah, he's the
Parkour
best.
Civilization
He's the
is
best.
kind
It's
of
not even
awesome.
close.
Not only did I save the world, but
It's
now
not even
I have
close.
the power to change things for the better. Since
That's
I defeated
amazing.
the evil
Yo, that's
champion,
so good,
I undid
bro.
all of the corrupt rules that
W man.
destroyed Parkour Civilization, and now life
What a
is
good
totally
guy.
different. So this is how it works
Are
now
you
in
jumping
my
for the
civilization.
beef
Every new
or the
player
chicken?
spawns
It
at the
depends.
bottom level.
It depends. It depends if there's an event later in the day. If there's an event, for sure I'm grabbing the beef. I might stack up a few of the beefs and I might just get my freaking sprint bar up. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, bro. Get the fucking breed, man. Get the breed. Do what you must, bro. Do what you must. Beef or the chicken, pick one, man.
Of Parkour Civilization as a parkour noob.
I don't wanna get
There,
political
they will
in
learn
this
how
live stream,
life
bro. I
works
don't
in
wanna get
Parkour
political. I don't
Civilization
know if I
and
should have answered
probably
that
fail
one,
their
bro.
first jumps. But even if they do, it's okay because they'll just spawn
Oh,
right
that's
back
good.
inside the parkour temple. Once a noob
That's
gets
good.
more experienced in parkour, they can
I
attempt the
low-key-
course to rank up to try to
This is
get to the
amazing.
next level of
This is
Parkour
amazing.
Civilization.
How
And
can I
yes,
get into
made sure this course was
Civilization?
actually possible and not some evil way
How
to
can I
make
get
sure
into
that people never ranked
Civilization?
up. If a noob completes the course,
can I
they
get
get
in
their
this?
iron boots and they become a parkour pro. Now they're on the second level of Parkour Civilization. And the
second?
jumps are harder than the bottom level. As a pro, if you miss a single jump, you'll fall back down to the noob level and you'll lose your rank. The only way to get back up is to do the course again. But if you can handle all of the jumps at the pro
That's
level, you can
crazy.
try to make the course to go even higher in Parkour Civilization.
Alright.
The course to rank up is impossibly
least
hard.
you can
and if
earn
you miss
it.
one
At
jump,
least
you'll
you can
die and
earn
lose
it.
your rank. But if somehow you succeed, you get your gold boots and you rank up to become a parkour master. Only the best players in Parkour Civilization can survive the difficulty of jumps up here. But it doesn't stop there because the
Oh
only
my
goal in
gosh.
Parkour Civilization
He has to
is
set up
make
the
it to
bigger
top,
story,
to
I
become
understand.
the champion. There's
Like, I already understand a lot of the plot lines already. This 2 minute and 30 seconds has felt like like 10 minutes already, man.
only one champion, and the
Oh,
only
I'm
way
not
to
getting
become
this
one
freaking-
is to beat the
I'm not
champion
getting this
in a
time
parkour
back, guys.
battle,
I'm not getting
which
this
is me
time
again. Man, I can't stop saying it. But I even changed the rules for myself, so if I miss a single jump and I die, I'll rank down. And
Hold on,
become-
wait. That's not even centered, bruh.
Changed the rules for myself, so if I
Look at, bruh. It's not even aligned properly inside of the build. Look at the alignment, bruh.
miss a single jump and I die,
That's
I'll
not
rank down and
perfectly
become
censored.
a parkour master again.
That's not
and to
perfectly
be honest, I
censored.
still haven't figured out who would be the next champion after me if that ever happened. But I'm not really worried about
Me.
that. I mean, when's the last
It's gonna
time I've
be
used a
me.
jump? No! Please! Oh, Okay, I'm gonna pretend I almost
Clutch.
didn't just lose everything I worked
Clutch.
for. You see, I could have just used my Totem of Undying and been fine, but as the
Clutch.
champion, things are a little different. I mean, I got a reputation to maintain. I can't have people
my
going around
gosh.
thinking I can't make a water bucket. But speaking of reputation, so much of
Facts.
my time has been spent trying to rebuild Parkour City for the better. Now,
He got a
life
freak- he
works
got
a
a
lot differently
reputation.
as a
He got a
parkour master.
reputation to
The first
maintain.
big change I made was to the Parkour Bank. When I was a master, you could only get blocks if you completed daily tasks. But after seeing what life was like back in the
Can you
old days,
parkour
I
for the
decided
blocks
to
now?
make blocks free again. Now, parkour masters can get as many blocks as they want, and they don't have to do daily tasks. I even updated the second floor
free?
to the Parkour Bank. Masters can now
The
get whatever
Parkour
they need
Bank?
to build the hardest jumps in
What if someone wants to rob the parkour bank? What if a freaking parkour noob robs the parkour bank? What's gonna happen then? You need a freaking parkour prison. You need a parkour prison. What are you doing? This whole freaking, it's gonna fall apart. This whole society is gonna collapse. I'm calling it now. The whole parkour civilization is gonna collapse because there's no prisons. They need a prison. It's something you need in society, and they don't have one yet in the freaking parkour civilization. Can we get prisons in the parkour civilization?
Parkour Civilization. But the biggest change was bringing back Totems of Undying.
Oh
Totems
my
are free,
gosh.
but you're only allowed to have one at a time. I didn't want people grabbing like 20 of these and living forever and never ranking down, so one is the max. The next
W.
change I made was to the food supply. When I was a master, you had
We
to
need a
build your own
prison.
jumps
We
to
need a
get
prison.
food, and I was not a fan
In
of
this
that system
parkour
because I almost
civilization.
starved because of it. So getting food is now different as a parkour master.
my
Now
gosh.
you have to do 2 4-block jumps if you want to get food. Every day, masters can make these jumps to get 3 golden carrots. Or if you're like me and you're
3?
the parkour
Alright.
champion, you never lose hunger, so no need to do these jumps. Alright, well, I guess some parkour pros about
I'm
to
already-
eat
I'm
good
already
today.
have been
And of course, even
invested-
if you do get the food, you still have to
I've
make
been
2
invested in the
4-block jumps to
parkour
get
bank,
back.
but
Now,
I'm disappointed that the parkour bank is the only option that we have as parkour civilians. As a parkour civilian, we should have more options than just the parkour bank. We should have we should have leap bank. We need more than just that. Because with no competition, there's no drive. You know what? I think we needed another parkour master. We need 2 parkour masters, I think. I think there's room for more than just one parkour master at the top of the freaking food chain. You know what I'm saying?
On to the part that I don't really have figured out yet, and that's buying skyscrapers. When I was a master, I did 2 360s to buy a skyscraper, so I kind of like the idea of building a jump to buy a
You know what?
house. But the problem is that there are no more daily tasks, so I don't know who's gonna sell the houses. Okay, I don't have everything figured out yet, but this is my favorite part of Parkour City, the
He
new
changed-
parkour arena. Being a noob or being a pro is just about building your parkour skills, but becoming a master is when you actually have to learn how to fight with parkour. And this is the new place to do it. Up here, masters have everything they need to challenge each other to parkour battles. They can battle for fun, or
That's
they can
so
battle to the
tough.
death. I haven't
To
really
the
figured out
death?
if I should set a rule on that. But anyways, this is also the place that masters go
No,
to
but
if they
what
want
if-
to challenge me to become
That's probably foreshadowing. He's gonna die. He's gonna die in a battle for the next parkour master. And then there's gonna need to be the parkour jail, and he makes the parkour jail probably, right? That's probably what happens.
the parkour champion. But I probably gotta change some things because I was not ready for the first day.
Oh
Alright,
my
well,
gosh.
parkour battles are open to the public. Oh, look at that, I already got some challengers. Wait,
He got-
how many? Bro, what? How many people want to challenge?
That's like... That's like 7
I
people.
realized that masters usually never saw the parkour champion, so this was new to them.
Hello, Champion Evbo. I can't wait to die in this parkour battle.
Oh yeah, good luck to you too. Wait, what? Alright, let's do this.
He
Parkour battle
wants to
starts
die?
now.
Wait. Can you please attack me with a
No, that's so sad. He wants to die.
360 jump?
You want me to attack you with a 360?
Yes, please.
Okay, I guess I can
Alright.
do that. Bro, what is going on?
He
Can this
wants
guy do
to
a
die.
360? Alright, I'm attacking you with a 3-block 360
asked
jump.
for this.
No way,
bruh.
you actually did the 360.
I am so confused.
asked
What
for
is this
this.
parkour
He asked
battle?
for this.
Wait, you didn't even try it.
I know. I get to die by the Champion Evbo's 360. This is
Oh
the
my
best day
gosh.
ever.
You wanted to? Oh shoot! Okay,
just
this
got
is so
struck
weird.
down
If
by
this is how all
Parkour
of the
God.
challenges are gonna go.
Guys, don't play about Parkour God. Parkour God freaking... He lives by the rules. He's a stickler for the goddamn rules in this parkour society, bro.
Oh, I need to make some new rules
Listen
on
to
parkour
him.
battles.
Listen to
Overall,
him.
it's safe to say that things are going great in Parkour Civilization. People are now free, and life is what it should be like. But even though things are going so well, there's still one
That's
small thing
beautiful.
I haven't been able to wrap my head around. At the edge of Parkour Civilization, there's a bridge that leads
To
to
where?
nowhere. My friend who found this said
Nowhere?
that this wasn't here before, meaning that whatever
Who
or
is
whoever
building
made
this?
must have done it recently. The thing is that no one knows what's outside of Parkour Civilization. Once you reach the edge, the jumps just stop. And there's nowhere left to go. So far,
Really?
my friend and I haven't figured out anything new, except for now. All right, man, what's going on?
This
What
is
are they
strange.
trying
Something's
to
stopping me
find?
from building the bridge even further. But this is where it gets weird. I tried throwing blocks and they just disappeared.
My friend was right. He gave me a block to throw, and when I threw it, it just disappeared instead of falling. It's like there's something here, something that I can't see.
What
All right,
is
well, looks like there's
there?
nothing left for us to do. I gotta go visit the old man. I said I'd visit him like a long time ago, and I never did. Before we found the bridge
thought
at
he
the
was
edge of
gonna
Parkour
jump off.
Civilization, the old man said he needed to tell me something.
What happens if you jump off into it? What's gonna happen then? Do you also disappear?
Something that he should have told me a long time ago. But I just got so busy with champion stuff and trying to change the entire rules
Facts,
of society
bro.
and
Champion
whatnot,
stuff
and I forgot to
happens,
come
bro.
down here. All right, old man, I'm ready for your story. And of course he's gone. Bro, why does this guy always disappear when I need him? I need to put like a
Did he
tracker
die?
on him or something. I looked around the neighborhood and I had no clue where he went until I finally
There
saw
he
the old
is.
man just standing in the distance.
He's right
That's a
there.
relief. I thought he was trying to pull another jump in the void move on me. Can you at least
Oh
leave a
my
sign
God,
or
that's
something when you go
ridiculous.
places
That's
so I can
crazy.
find you? Wait, what? Why are you taking damage?
He's
What's
dying
going on?
slowly. Is he
Ufbo,
okay?
You made it. Quick, I don't have much time. I'm old and I'm dying. But I
He's-
needed you to hear
No!
No. This can't be happening. Why didn't you say anything? I could have done something. I don't get it. You know I have the command blocks. We could have found you a cure.
this. There is no cure for old age, my boy. It is not my destiny to live on, but it is your destiny to keep going and to save Parkour Civilization once more. I should have told you sooner about the 5th layer of Parkour Civilization, but it is too late. I fear that evil is returning.
The 5th layer of Parkour Civilization?
Beyond the edge, you'll find it. If this evil returns, Parkour Civilization will be destroyed.
That's where the bridge leads to? Another...
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, man! I can't believe this. I can't freaking believe this, man. I can't believe this, man. What the heck? No.
Third level of Parkour
Not the
Civilization.
evil in
My
Parkour
time is
Civilization.
here, Evbo. I need you to end my suffering with a parkour battle.
No, that's not fair. You can't ask me to do that.
I'm not asking Evbo. I need this, please.
I never would have thought this was what it would come to, but the old man gave me no choice, and I had to honor his word.
Thank you, Evbo, for everything.
One
You
last
are and
parkour
always will be
challenge.
a better champion than I ever was.
One last
I hope to
parkour
be
challenge.
With the parkour god now.
And just like that, the old man, my mentor, and my friend was gone. Without him, I would have never become the champion of Parkour Civilization. And now there's a new evil that I'll have to face alone, without the help of the old man. But he trusted me. He knew that I was the only one capable of saving Parkour Civilization.
What just
So now wasn't the time
happened?
to stop. Now was time to honor the old man's legacy by finding this lost civilization and getting rid of this evil before it destroys
Is he
all
gonna
of
jump?
Parkour Civilization.
Is he gonna jump?
This is it. Somewhere beyond this bridge is the lost civilization. And I think we both know that the only way I can get there is to just jump. Look, I don't know what's gonna be on the other side, but if anything happens, I trust you with Parkour Civilization.
What?
Just make sure you get better at 360s while I'm gone.
We'll both be doing 360s once we make it back together. See you on the other
Oh,
side.
he's going
No,
to.
wait!
He's going
Before
to.
it could stop him, my friend jumped
He's
off the
gone.
end of the bridge and
Where'd he
just
go?
disappeared in thin air. Of course he did that. All
Where'd
right,
he
well,
go?
I guess this is now not a solo mission. I have no way of knowing what lies beyond the bridge, and there's a very
Where'd he
real
go?
chance that I never see Parkour Civilization
What
ever
happened?
again.
What
but
just
I spent my
happened?
life fighting to save Parkour Civilization, and if there's an evil out there that threatens to destroy the world, then I'm gonna fight again. At the
Not
very
the
least, I owe
Parkour
it to the old man to
Civilization.
try.
No.
Okay, time to find out if I can parkour on water. Yep, I knew this
Can
was
he-
such a bad idea.
He's a parkour
Okay,
god.
I'm still alive.
Or
for
parkour
now.
master,
All right, just
sorry.
one jump at a time. I only have to do like
He's the parkour master.
5 more of those, of course. Yep,
Not
I'm not
just a
making it back
parkour
to
pro,
Parkour
parkour
Civilization.
master.
In all my time in Parkour Civilization, I've never heard of water parkour.
He's a
But
water
you know what they
bucket.
say? The first time to try is when
coulda
you're floating
always
over
done
the
it.
void in a civilization that you never knew
This
existed.
is impressive
The worst part
parkour
is,
right here.
is
I
that
don't know
I
how
don't
he's
even
doing
know
this.
if
I've
I have a
never
way
seen
back
this.
to Parkour Civilization.
Is that a
Things were
freaking
going great as the
diagonal
champion
water
of
block
Parkour
jump? How do you
Civilization,
do
but
that?
Of course, all good
I've
things
never
come to
seen
an
that.
end. Someone made a bridge at
I've
the
never
edge of the
seen that.
world
I've been to
leads
this
to a
evil
new
parkour
civilization,
place
And
before.
the old man told me that there's an evil here that could destroy Parkour Civilization.
Not the
old
freaking
man
evil.
believed that I could be the one to save the world again. And
Not
if
the
that meant
freaking
jumping
evil.
off a bridge at the edge of the world, then so be it. After jumping, I was teleported to this new civilization with
Not
one
the
problem.
evil.
My friend was gone. I don't know what happened
Where'd
to
he
him
go?
or if he's
He's
even
dead.
alive still.
He's
but
so
all I know
dead,
is that
bruh.
I'm stuck in a lost
He's so
civilization doing
dead
the
right now.
scariest parkour I've ever done. Okay, that was way
Nah,
too
this is
close.
peak.
If I ever make it back
This
to
shit is
Parkour
peak.
Civilization,
This
I'm
shit
adding
is
water
peak,
jumps
bruh.
to practice. All right, well, now what to
You
do?
gotta
I
add
looked
the
around
water
and
jumps
saw
to practice
nothing.
for
No
sure,
sign
bro.
of life, no sign of my friend. All I could do now was just parkour. So this was supposed to be
Do
the
what he
fifth
do
layer
best,
of
man.
Parkour Civilization.
That's what he's
Everywhere
about to
I
do.
looked was a
Do
3-block
what he do
jump,
best.
which is the same as it is on the master level. But
What is
that's when
that?
I saw something in the distance. Structures made out of blocks that I've
Is that
never
evil
seen before.
parkour
The old man
society
was telling
village?
the truth. There is a civilization out here, but
Evil
how did they
parkour
get
society
this
village?
far
What
away
is
from
this?
Parkour Civilization?
Yeah, how did-
Why are they here? Man, imagine how easy my life would be if someone just made a Parkour Civilization history book. I could have just read about
Facts.
this place, and I wouldn't
Facts.
have had to risk my life coming here. But no one likes to write anything down,
Nah,
and
bro, not in
everyone likes to
Parkour
keep
society.
secrets, which
That
makes
doesn't
my
happen.
life so
We
much
keep
harder.
secrets and freaking-
Whatever.
we
I
gatekeep
guess
as
what I
well.
said before really is true. Parkour is used for everything in life. You make jumps to buy a house, you make
that a
jumps to
parkour
get
battle?
food, but more importantly, you
Oh,
make
fuck.
jumps to know the truth. So now the question is, how many more jumps do I have to make
Holy shit, that's so facts. That's so facts. I'm gonna
to
leave this
figure
point
out
while
the
I go
truth
get
about
water.
this place?
I'm
From
gonna
what
go
I
get
saw,
water real
it looked
quick.
like all of the houses on this level were abandoned. That was until they weren't. On the other side of the house, someone came out of the room. It was a parkour pro. People were actually alive in this civilization. But when the person came closer, I realized this wasn't a pro at all. Oh, let's go. You don't know how happy I am to see someone here. Can you please explain to me where we are and who you are? You have chain boots.
If you seek to know answers, you must beat me in a parkour battle.
Ah, see, this is what I'm talking about. People can't just say anything without doing parkour. All right, let's battle. I watched as the person in chain boots built quite a long parkour combo for his first attack. Whoever these people were knew how to fight.
You must build the jumps I have built. The parkour battle will start and end on this block.
The battle will start and end on this block? What is
Oh my
going
gosh,
on?
what
All
just
right, well,
happened?
he said to build
Who
the
did
jumps
he
that
just
he just...
meet? Is this the evil parkour knight?
built, so I guess I'll start with that. I don't know if I should
Go
feel
back.
bad.
We gotta know what just happened.
Other side is food, but more importantly, you make jumps to know the truth. So now the question is, how many more jumps do I have to make to figure out the truth about this place? From what I saw, it looked like all of the houses on this level were abandoned. That was until they weren't. On the other side of the house, someone came out of the room. It was a parkour pro. People were actually alive in this civilization.
Parkour
But when the
pro.
person came closer, I realized
He's going
this
for a
wasn't
battle.
a pro at all. Oh, let's go. You don't know how happy
Wait,
I
who
am
is
to
he
see
then?
someone here. Can you please
Who
explain
is
to
he
me
then?
where we are and who you are?
Who
You
is
have
this guy?
chain boots.
If you seek to know answers, you must beat me in a parkour battle.
Ah, see, this is
Oh
what I'm
my
talking about.
gosh,
People
this is
can't just say
insane.
anything without doing parkour.
He
All right,
can't
let's
do no
battle.
360s
I watched
though.
as the person in chain boots built quite a long parkour combo for his first attack.
Oh
Whoever these people were knew how to fight.
You must build the jumps I have built. The parkour battle will start and
That's
end
just
on
how
this
it is.
block.
The battle will start and end on this block? What is going on? Alright, well, he said to build the jumps that he just
Start
built,
and
so
end
I
on
guess
that
I'll start
block.
with that. I don't know if I should feel bad for him. I don't know if these people out here know that I'm the parkour champion.
the
But
park-
if I gotta
They don't
destroy
know, they
someone
don't
in
know,
a
they don't know.
parkour battle for some answers, I got no problem hitting them with the classic F-Bow 360s. Alright, I built all the jumps you did, so how is this gonna work? Are you gonna attack first, or do you want me to attack
That jump is crazy. How do you even do that jump?
first?
Are you ready to battle?
I mean, yeah, I've been
That
standing
guy's
here.
evil, bro. I
You
can
can go
hear it
first
in
if
his
you want.
voice.
I don't care. I watched as the guy in chain boots did a 6-jump parkour combo for his first attack. All right, seems easy enough.
6?
Time for my
You
turn.
lost, parkour champion. We will return and have
Wait.
our revenge.
How'd he already
He knows
lose?
who I am. Something was wrong. I pulled out my totem of undying, and just as I did, I got hit with an attack that would have killed me. Whatever
That's
this parkour
crazy,
battle was
bruh.
something I didn't know how to defend
What?
against. I had to get out of here. If
What's
that
that
person battles
evil,
me
bruh?
again, I don't know if I can survive
What was
another
that
attack.
evil,
I don't
bruh?
even know what he hit me with. How did that attack do 10 hearts? And I couldn't even counter with an attack of my
Oh
own.
my
This is
gosh.
bad. This is so bad. My
That is
totem
so
of undying is
bad. What
gone.
the
If I
fuck?
lose another parkour battle, or if I miss a single
No.
jump, it's over. I have no second chances, which means I'm gonna have to do what I do best and parkour to survive. Within a few seconds, the guy in chain boots was gonna see me, but I had a plan. I couldn't run. I had to fight back. Right when the guy came around the corner, I placed down 2 blocks and attacked him with a 3-block 360. From everything I know about parkour battles, he had no choice but to accept the challenge. But if this guy knows something I don't, then I just made a huge mistake.
Can he do
Luckily,
360s though?
he was forced to battle.
Can he do
You
360s
have
though?
only bought yourself time, champion. We will return.
I watched
What's
as the
about to
person
happen?
attempted the 360,
He can't do 360s. Clutch.
but they missed it. Okay, I am very thankful that 360s don't exist out here. I might have gotten lucky in this first parkour battle, but now that I know that there's an entire civilization that wants revenge on the parkour champion, I think it's safe to say that I am nowhere close to being safe. The only thing I know now is that no one should be living in this house anymore, so I should be safe here.
Oh man, am I happy to see you.
And just when I thought I caught a
no.
break, I heard a voice, and it was the voice of someone I thought I got rid of a long time ago. I slowly turned around to see someone standing right behind me.
I thought I was gonna be stuck in here alone forever, but now you're here.
Before anything could happen, I set up a 3-block diagonal jump to get ready to attack
Oh my
with.
fucking
Whoa,
gosh.
bro, chill. I'm not looking for a fight. I'm just trying to survive like you. You can relax.
That's insane.
Siwat made his way closer to
Wait,
me, and I realized he wasn't
he's
wearing
neutral.
gold boots anymore.
He's
he was
neutral.
wearing chain boots as well.
He's
Hold
an
on,
evil.
what is going on? How are you here?
Pretty crazy, right? An entire
That's
level
insane.
of parkour
I'm getting
civilization that we didn't even know existed. It's really cool, but we're kind of stuck here, so I guess that's not so cool.
Okay, yeah, I've gotten that by now. I have eyes of my own, but how did you get here?
Well, I made the bridge, which I'm
Guys,
guessing
he
you
made the
found.
bridge?
After you became champion, I knew I had to run. I had nowhere to hide, but the only chance of survival I had
That's
was the rumor
insane.
that there was a lost civilization somewhere beyond the edge. And as it turns out, it was much more than
That
just a
saved him.
rumor. So, since you ruined parkour civilization,
You mean saved it from you maniacs?
yeah, whatever. I thought
Wait, he ruined it? How'd he ruin it? What'd he do? How did he ruin it? I don't know.
I'd start a new life here, but that's when I realized everyone in this level is crazy and wants to destroy parkour civilization along with everyone in it, which includes me.
Damn, that's
So
evil.
yeah, I
That's
could probably
evil.
use your help here.
Siwat can't be trusted, and if I decide not to attack him, I might be making a
This is what I think, okay? This is what I think. Lock them up in the parkour prisons and deprive them of parkour. Let them learn. Let them learn in the freaking parkour prisons.
huge
Lock 'em
mistake.
up.
Why would I trust
Lock
you
'em
now
up.
after all that you've done?
Bro,
Lock
I don't
'em
have any more
up.
blocks to attack you with. Besides, we need each other if we're gonna survive and make it out alive.
Do the battle,
Fine,
Black
this
Killer.
is gonna be a huge mistake. Okay, so fill me in. What exactly is this place? What was the 5th layer of parkour civilization?
I don't know. They were some kind of fighters. Here, you should put these on so you don't stand out.
Really? You think I'm gonna fall for that? You want me to take off my champion boots?
What do you think I'm gonna do? Steal them from your inventory? That's not even possible. I'm just trying to help you hide.
What's gonna happen?
Okay, that's a valid point. I'll give it to you.
What's
Man,
gonna
I
happen
hate
if
it
he
when the
puts those
villains
on?
make sense. I took off my champion boots and I put on my new pair of chain boots. I don't even know if this
Oh,
is gonna work, but if
no.
it helps
I
me
just
avoid at least one more
exited.
parkour battle against one of these fighters, then I'm all for it. I followed
This is
Siwat
insane.
until we arrived at what he wanted to show me, and we were standing in front of the parkour temple. But this one was different. The entire thing was
in
in
ruins.
ruins. Siwat
It's in
said this
ruins.
entire level used to exist in parkour civilization, but somehow it was
It used to be a
erased
part
and
of it?
removed from history,
How?
like it never even happened. The worst part is that everyone that was on this level of civilization when it was erased got trapped
There
here
was
with
another freaking parkour master, huh? That's insane. That's crazy.
no way back. The question now is, how was an entire level of parkour civilization erased, and why? I didn't
That's
want to
crazy.
believe it, but the evidence was right in front of me. Inside this parkour temple, there was a statue that indicates that there was a 5th level of civilization. Okay, this is a lot to wrap my head around. So back then, there was a rank
did
between
this?
being
That's
a
what I'm
pro
thinking.
and being a master. And as far as I can tell, these people know how to
a pro
fight.
and a
Maybe a
master.
little too well, to be honest. Siwat started to make the climb to get up to the top of the parkour
Oh,
temple.
they're little
Back when this
freaking
level was in
demons.
parkour
There lies a
civilization, this is
demon
the
in
course
them,
you would
huh?
have to do to actually become a parkour master. The course to make it to the top was starting to fade away, but if you're good enough at parkour, you can still make it. Of course, it was no problem for me being the champion. Okay, that was actually kind of
Bro,
close.
he's
All right, let's
bragging,
see what
bro.
it
He's
looks like in
bragging. You
here.
gotta
Whoa,
relax, bro.
this was not what I was expecting it to look like. Inside the temple was the place
There's so many. There's a battle every single one of them, bruh. Did he just get baited, bruh?
Where you would rank up if you were on this level of civilization. Siwat started telling me that there's something in this temple that the people living on this civilization want. The problem is that they haven't been able to get it because the door is locked. He said that this course is different from all of the others. He said it wasn't just about making the parkour jumps to get up to the top, but it was about winning the parkour battles. Apparently, the only way to rank up and get that door open is to win 4 parkour battles in a row. But these parkour battles weren't just fought against anybody. They were fought against parkour legends. Each of these 4 battles was fought against a parkour legend who has spent their entire life mastering a specific type of parkour. But Siwat said these legends don't just show up. He said that there are 4 discs, and each disc summons a parkour legend. Only by getting all 4, you can make it to the top and open the door. Okay, let me get this straight. So there are 4 discs. Each disc summons a parkour legend, and you have to beat all 4 in a row in order to get the door open, and the people on this civilization want something behind the door. So, I guess this is the part where you tell me I need to stop them from getting the door open?
Actually, the opposite. I think they want something that will let them escape. So we need to get the discs first and get out of here before they do.
Okay, so we just gotta find the discs before these people do, and we can get out of here before they destroy the world. I might be the best player in the world at parkour, but that doesn't mean I'm not worried about the journey ahead. I mean, the people in this civilization have been stuck here for years. They've had all of this time to find the discs, but they haven't gotten a single one of them yet. That means I can only assume that getting a disc is impossible for most people. Maybe it's even impossible for me. Bro, how has Siwat not even made it down yet?
Look, buddy, I know you're the mighty champion and whatnot, but you should probably play it a bit safer. If you die here, I don't know what happens. And if you fall into the void, I don't know if you're coming back.
If you don't remember, I don't like you. So can you just focus on yourself and let's get this over with?
Okay, fine. Don't listen to me.
I need to know something. I came here with my friend, and when I got here, he was gone. Just, can you tell me if you saw him or something?
Nope. If you haven't seen him by now, there's a good chance he's gone. But maybe I'm wrong. Here, you're gonna need this. This compass will guide you to the place where you can find the first disc. Good luck, man.
It was time to go searching for the disc that would summon the first legend of parkour. If my friend is alive out there somewhere, I'll find him. But right now, I have to do this journey alone. Wait, why am I doing this alone? Wait, you were just gonna sit here and watch me risk my life? Why aren't you coming?
You're the champion. I can't parkour like you. Or if you want to give me blocks so I can fight, but I feel like that's not an option.
You're right. I would never give you blocks in a million years. All right, well, I guess that is a valid reason to go by myself. Looks like it's up to me to save the world again, but that's kind of my thing.
He's evil,
Just one jump at a time. Oh no, I hope this isn't a parkour checkpoint.
Stop right there.
Yep, of course it is. I'm in trouble.
We already have a parkour search team looking for the disc as we speak. We weren't expecting more company.
This is really bad. If I don't find a way past this checkpoint, it might be the end of parkour civilization. Alright, I got 2 options. I can talk or I can fight. Let's try the talking thing first. I was transferred here from another parkour search team. Yeah, apparently the job was taking too long.
Yeah, that figures. Just build the password and I'll let you through.
Oh, great. The password is parkour. That means there are literally an infinite number of possibilities that the password could be, and there's no way I'm guessing this. So, no more of the talking thing. It's time to parkour battle. I set up a 3-jump parkour combo for my attack. This was it. There is no going back now. Once I start this battle, the guy will know I'm the parkour champion, and everyone will be after me. But I have no choice. I attacked with a 3-block vertical to a 4-block to a 4-block diagonal jump.
That's insane.
Let's go. I challenge you to a...
Alright, password accepted. You're good. Good luck finding any information
He
about
guessed
the disc.
it.
We
That's
need
such
it.
a plot
Password
twist.
accepted. Wait, this was the password?
We can never be too careful. I heard the parkour champion's out there somewhere. I can't believe he actually thought it would be a good idea to come
He
here.
fucking guessed the
Yeah,
password.
why would he do that? Don't worry, we'll find this parkour champion. I heard he's not even that good at parkour. Oh, okay, good to see my disguise is still working. Once I made it past the parkour checkpoint, everything changed. All of the grass block jumps had turned into ice and snow. Any normal person would turn around, but I have to keep going. After realizing that I was stranded in the 5th layer of parkour civilization, I learned that the only way out of here is to find 4 discs that summon 4 parkour legends. But if these discs fall into the wrong hands, parkour civilization might be destroyed. So the only option I had was to team up with my enemy, because whether I like it or not, that might be my only chance to make it out alive. As much as I don't trust Siwat, the compass definitely led me to the right place. I was supposed to be finding the disc that would summon the ice legend of parkour, and if I didn't know any better, I would Let's say
bigger
I'm in the right
story
area.
right now.
Now I just need to find this disc before
That's
anyone
beautiful.
gets it. The
That's
problem
such a
is
beautiful
that
thing.
I don't even know where to start. I tried looking for clues inside one of these houses, but all of the doors
That's
were
such a
locked.
beautiful
The
thing.
fighters on this level have supposedly been looking for this disc for a long time, which can only mean two things. They can't find it, or they can't get to it. In the distance, I saw a structure that looked like it was a parkour course. When I got closer, I saw that the course was made completely out of ice blocks. And at the very
Damn.
top, there was a dispenser. An entire course made out of ice sounds like where the Ice Legend
sounds
disc would be.
super
This
hard,
has to be
bruh.
it, right? Maybe the problem wasn't finding the disc, but getting to it. Maybe the
What's the
jumps were too
problem?
hard for people, or people are just too afraid to try. Whatever the reason is, I gotta make this course before someone else does and get the disc. The people here might be
Be
too afraid to
careful,
try
bruh.
these jumps, but I'm not. Because if the fate of the world
'Cause he's a
depends on it, then I
parkour
won't
freaking-
hesitate to risk my life. I
Exactly,
didn't
bruh.
have too much experience with
Parkour
ice
fate is
parkour,
on
but I
his-
was still staying on the blocks, which
It's
is
in
all
his
that mattered.
freaking-
Only 2 jumps
in
left.
his
Come on,
hands,
I can do
bruh, and he
this.
has to
I went
save
for the
it.
last 2 jumps, and I made it to the top. Let's go, I did
Is
it.
this it?
So does that make me an ice parkour legend now? I mean, I don't see anyone else doing the course. Alright, let's just hope that no one got to the disc before I did. If it's still here, then I only have 3 more to go. Let's do this. I hit the button and an item came out. Let's go. It was
House
still
key?
here. I got the disc to summon the... Wait, what? A house key? Bro, are you serious?
is a
I did
house
all of
key?
that just to buy a house? Okay, well, now I'm back to square one. I have no clue where to find the disc,
He has a
and I
crib
bought a
now,
house
though.
that I don't need. Now that I think
He has
about
a
it, I
vacation
might be the
home.
first one in history to have bought a house on every layer of parkour civilization. Was it worth risking the entire fate of the
He at
world
least got
and
a
my
crib,
life?
bro.
Probably not,
got
but
a
is it
crib out
cool? Yes. Okay, now I have a real reason to make it out of here.
That's
I need
sick,
someone
bro.
to know this story. All right, I gotta get back on track. I need to find this disc.
Facts,
Whoever
bro.
lived in these houses
Facts.
before were doing some pretty serious parkour.
people gotta
One
know
of the
about
jumps
this
to get
freaking
to the
parkour
beds
story.
was a 5-block ice jump. Is that even possible?
It
I
is,
opened the
bro.
chest expecting to find nothing, but to my surprise, there was a book. When I opened it up, I realized it was written in parkour. Luckily for me, I've been learning how to read the parkour language, so I could
How?
translate a little bit of it.
How
The
the
book
fuck do
said
you
that
read
people would
parkour?
live in these houses to train for the Ice Legends course. The book said that people would often spend years here just training so they could be good enough to complete the impossible
have
ice
to go on a
course.
training
Well,
arc?
that's reassuring. I definitely do not have years to train on these jumps, but the book did mention an Ice Legends course, and if the disc was
That's
gonna be
insane.
anywhere, it was probably gonna be there. The only problem
He's
now is
gotta
finding
find
this
it.
course. I
He's
mean, it's
gotta
probably
find
not
it.
gonna be a big building standing in the middle of the open.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
well,
it's
I think I
right
found
there.
it. I don't
What
know
the
what the
fuck?
Ice
That's
Legends parkour
insane.
course was, but if I had to guess, this had to be it, even from afar.
This shit is so amazing. This is such a great story. This is the best story I've ever heard.
This looked like the hardest parkour course I've ever seen. And I have to be the
The
one to do it
hardest
because
one?
the world will end if I don't. Bro, I don't even get paid
Facts.
for being the parkour champion. This is so not worth it. If this entire course is
If
to
he
just buy
falls,
another house, I
it's
think I
over,
might just
bruh.
get it over with and jump off. But I quickly realized that I was at the right place because at that moment I saw someone completing the course. Someone was after the disc,
He's
and right
doing
now
it.
they were
He's
on
doing
track to get it before me. That means not only do
He
I
has to
have to
race, he has
survive
to
every
go.
jump, but I have to do it fast if I want to catch up.
He has to
The
do it way
problem is
faster
that
than
this
him.
course wasn't the course to go fast on. These were ice jumps, and that means even the slightest
Nah, you
miscalculation could
those
send
are
you
like-
sliding right off the edge. And that's not something I'm interested in doing. I was only at the beginning,
That was
and yet
risky,
each jump
bruh.
seemed like it was getting harder and harder. This next jump was a head
Risky,
hitter,
man.
meaning if I mistime my jump, no! Well, let's just make sure I don't do that, please. Oh, okay. These
Damn, it was just a dream. He fell.
jumps that I was making were harder than anything
was
that
just
even
a
exists in
dream.
Parkour Civilization. If I somehow make it back
All
alive,
these are
I
way
am
harder.
definitely
This is
making the
way
practice
harder than
courses
normal
harder at
Parkour
home. As much as
Civilization.
I
I know
wish I
'cause I
had more
live there.
practice on ice jumps, I always say that the best time to try new parkour is when you're in a life or death situation. Now that I think about it, that saying doesn't really make any sense, but who am I kidding? I'm just
That's a
stalling
crazy
because I have to
jump.
do a 5-block vertical jump, and there's
That's
definitely
insane.
a 50-50 chance I don't make it, but the fear of death never stopped me from trying. I cleared the
did it.
5-block vertical jump, and I was still
did
on the
it.
course.
That's
When I
insane.
looked ahead, I saw that I had almost caught up to the parkour fighter
There's
that was
the
doing the
parkour
course with
fighter,
me.
bro.
At the rate I'm going, I'll pass him and make it to the disc first. But I also have to hope that he doesn't recognize that I'm not one of them.
Wait, what? Who are you? Why are you here? I'm supposed to be the only one gathering information about the Ice Legend disc.
Oh, yeah, boss sent me here. He said you were taking too long and he wanted things to speed up, so he sent me. Bro, why did I say boss?
Oh, if boss sent you, very well. I haven't been able to get past
He
the
got-
5-block jump, but if you think you can do it,
That's
go
insane.
right ahead.
Oh, yeah, of course. You know boss's orders,
Damn,
right?
bro, he got
Bro,
order, bro.
how did that even work? Okay, let's just get out of here. Somehow I escaped the interaction
did
without a
it.
parkour
You did
battle,
it.
which is great because if I had
No
to fight
parkour
here, that
battle.
would be really bad. bad. But now I know that they have a boss or a leader. Someone is leading these fighters to go find all of the discs. And I can only assume that whoever this leader is wants revenge on Parkour Civilization. Well, not even assume. One guy literally said word for word he wants revenge on Parkour Civilization. So I guess that's a pretty clear indicator. Alright, I really need to stop monologuing right before I'm about to go for a death-defying jump. Please make it, please make it. Oh, that should not have been possible. With every jump, I felt like I was barely staying on the edge. But I wouldn't expect anything less from a course that was made by a parkour legend. Every jump was designed to be nearly impossible, including this 5-block jump, which I'm about to complete. I can make it! No! Just when I thought my journey was over, there was a block under me to catch my fall. Oh, that could not have been any closer.
How could you have gotten a water bucket?
And I just blew my cover. I forgot these guys don't have water buckets. I had no choice but to engage in a parkour battle. I needed the chance to attack first, and my attack was going to be something that would end the battle immediately. There you have it, a 2-block backwards jump, buddy. And just so you know, I've never lost a parkour battle. Obviously, that's not true, but the intimidation worked.
The void is more honorable than losing a battle to the champion.
And just like that, the parkour battle was over. Bro, what do these people have against me? How is dying in the void more honorable than battling me? Despite dealing with a little emotional pain, I got rid of the parkour fighter unharmed. Now, there was no one standing in my way to get the disc. All I had to do was make it past this 5-block jump. The fighters that have been trapped here for years haven't been able to make it, but if there was someone to do it, it was gonna be me. If I was the first one to make the 5-block jump, that means there's a good chance that the disc is still here. And I only have a few more jumps before I can get to the top and retrieve it. I've come too far in this journey to fall now. Getting this disc means saving the world, and maybe even saving my friend. So I have no choice but to succeed. I made the last ladder jump, and there I was, standing down at the hardest parkour course I've ever completed. Now it's
He's about to get it, bruh.
time to find out
Wait, how do you get it? There's no button there.
if this journey was truly worth the risk. Just one more easy jump, nothing crazy. Oh, okay, no surprise there. I never fall on the easy jumps. It's time to find out if the disc is still here, or if it even exists at all. I walked up and stood on the pedestal, and an item appeared in my hand. This time, it wasn't a house key. It was the disc to summon the ice legend of parkour. Siwat was telling the truth. He could have led me into a trap, but he didn't. The discs are real, and now I have one of the 4. All I have to do is get the other 3, and that's my ticket home. Hopefully my friend's still out there so I can bring him home too. And maybe Siwat. I don't really want to bring him home.
Hey, hold up. Where are you going? Why are you not gathering information about the disc? You said you were transferred here to help.
Yeah, I was, but it looked like the other guy had it all under control. I mean, he was really good at parkour. He said he didn't need me anymore.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right. We've been best friends since we were kids. I don't know what I'd do without him. All right, you're good to go.
Thanks, man. Wish you and your friend the best. Oh, that's so awkward. I think I might have just created a new supervillain. All right, I'm sure there's a part of you that wanted me to fail, but I made it back and I got the disc.
No.
The guy making this video is low-key silly, bro. He's low-key a little bit silly, bro. In my opinion. I think he's a little bit silly.
Way you actually got the disc.
Yep, 1 down and 3 more to go.
We can actually do this. Or you can do this.
Oh my
you got it, man.
The journey was far from over. Siwat gave me the compass that would lead me to the second parkour legend. Now that I have the disc for the ice legend, I was now searching for the legend of glass parkour. Oh, as if the journey wasn't as difficult as it was already. This legend just had to be glass. I have a feeling that there's a very slim chance I make it back alive.
Just 3 more to go. Just 3 more.
Getting past a parkour checkpoint is no easy task. I can't use parkour as a bribe here, and I'm definitely not guessing the parkour password this time. That means the only way through is to fight. Ah, saving the world is exhausting. All right, let's get this over with. No point in introducing myself since this should be over soon. You know, I probably shouldn't be this confident since these people seem to know way more about parkour battles than I do, but I'm still the parkour champion, so being confident is a part of the job. I started the battle with a 3-block vertical sideways ladder jump, but the parkour fighter didn't even look surprised, even though I just challenged him to a parkour battle.
Alright, champion. Let's see if you're as good as they say.
I watched as the fighter attempted the jump, but failed. Oh, this is gonna be quicker than I thought. Okay, that attack should have done at least 5 hearts, so 1 more attack and I can get back to saving the world. Might as well just put this guy out of his misery and hit him with the signature F-Bow 360. Under pressure, I made a 3-block flower pot 360. Against most people, that would have ended the battle, but I soon realized that this wasn't a normal parkour battle. Oh, great. I should have just tried guessing the password.
try. This attack will give you poison.
His attack only works if his jump is harder than mine, but I don't think a 3-block brewing stand jump is harder than my 360.
Yeah, it's not,
I think
bro,
I'm
it's
about to
not.
win this, but when the fighter went for the jump, he added a 180.
I bet you thought this would be easy.
Adding a 180 to his jump must have made his attack harder because he would have taken
had
damage
to
by
have,
now.
man.
This is not good. If I don't build a harder attack right now, I'm gonna get
Maybe
poisoned.
equally
And that could
hard.
be the end of me. That's why this is a perfect time to set up a jump that I've never attempted before. It's simple. If I make this jump, I win the battle. And the jump I was going for was a 3-block ladder 360.
Can you do
This
it?
had to work. I went for the 360. Please make it. But I failed. The attack hit me, and now I was being poisoned. I actually thought I was gonna win this battle, but now the odds are stacked against me. By the time the poison wore off,
He's
I had half a
gotta
heart
accept
left,
the
and the fighter was
adversity.
already planning out his next attack. From here on out, if I make a single mistake, my journey is over. But that's why I'm the one trying to save the world. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Facts.
The fighter was setting up a parkour combo with ice blocks. Okay, this is good. I just mastered ice block jump. Wait, what? Before
He
the
just
fighter
slipped
even
off the
attempted his
edge.
attack, he just slipped off.
He doesn't need to
Okay,
face
that was
adversity,
not how I
bro.
thought it was gonna end. Doesn't matter, it looks like it's
Damn.
another win for me. Let's go. Even
Yo,
though
my
I
knee's
barely
fucking
survived the
hurting right now.
parkour battle, I was stepping into more dangerous
Yo,
territory.
the clock
This was where I
strikes
was gonna
11 and
find
my
the
knee
disc
starts
to summon
hurting.
the
I
glass
swear.
legend of parkour. There are 4 discs I need to find in order to get back to Parkour Civilization. I managed to stay alive and get one of the discs so far, but the
Damn.
parkour fighters are still racing to get them before me, and now I know there's a boss leading them all. But if I
This
can
is
get the
fucking
final
nuts.
3 discs first, I can save the
is
world.
fucking
So
nuts.
far, I am very much liking the ice more than the glass, especially since
Yeah.
most of the jumps are glass panes. Not that it makes a
Damn,
difference,
that's
but before
hard,
I go
bro.
any further, let's get my health back. The entire time I've been here, I've been using my champion boots to gain my hunger back. That's one part I didn't get. As the parkour
Oh,
champion,
shit.
I don't really need food anymore, but
Parkour
everyone else
champion has
does, so how are they
advantages.
getting food? Alright, I'm just gonna focus on
Yeah,
getting
where
the
they
disc
getting
and get
food
out of
from?
here as fast as I can. This journey was different than the last one. Last time, I made it through the checkpoint without
Is
blowing
there
my
a
cover,
freaking
but
evil
this time,
government?
well, the guard's in the void. If some of the other fighters realize that the guard is gone, they're gonna come after me. So, I'm just gonna beat this course, get the disc, and get out of here before any of the fighters can catch me. Easier said than done,
Candle is
obviously,
out,
because
man.
this
Candle
wasn't
is
just
out.
any ordinary parkour course. This course was designed for someone who is a master at glass parkour. Now, I'm all for having self-confidence and whatnot, but the reality is that I have never done
It's gonna
jumps
be
like
hard.
these. This
gonna be
course was
difficult.
about to be all unexplored territory for me, and I only have one chance to make all of these jumps. But the clock
You
is
might die,
ticking,
bro.
and I
You
need to
might
get
die.
these discs before any of the fighters do. You know, I would have been a lot more comfortable if the glass parkour course were glass blocks and not panes, but when do I ever get my way with anything? I will say that one thing
This
keeping
is
me going
insane.
is that if I do make it back
How is he
alive,
gonna
I mean, I would have to be the
accept this
greatest of all
adversity and
time
get
at
past
parkour,
this?
right? While that thought sounds amazing, I just remembered that I've only gotten one disc so far. So if I
One?
manage
Only
to
one?
survive this course, which by looking at
That's
it doesn't
insane.
seem likely to be honest, I still have 2 more massive parkour courses to go through before I can make it back. Alright, let's break this down real quick. So, if I miss a single jump, I die. If I have another battle with the parkour
No.
fighter, which is probably gonna happen, I die. And if Seawat has been plotting against me the entire time, well, I probably die.
Has
Well,
Seawat
alright,
been
I think my
freaking
chances are looking
plotting
great.
against him the
I
whole
take
time?
that back. Bro, what even are
That'd
those
be
parkour
so
jumps?
bad.
Alright, let's just get this over with. Glass jumps are all about precision. Each glass jump is only 1/8
I'm
of the
about to-
size of a
I'm
regular
about to
block,
dig into
meaning
a
each
freaking
jump has to be
Nutella
the
sandwich
perfect
after this
distance. That also
motherfucker,
means
bro. I
I
ain't
get
even
no
gonna lie,
momentum
bro.
for this 3-block vertical
Got a
jump.
brand new
Please,
freaking
parkour god.
Nutella tub
Oh,
somewhere in
okay.
the crib, bro.
And
It's
the next
hidden.
jump is just as hard. The 4-block
They don't
jump
know about
onto a
it, bro.
single
They don't
pane
know
was
about it.
terrifying, but I went for it and I barely stayed on the edge. Bro, to think I could have been at home just chilling, getting
Facts.
a parkour delivery to my house.
I
Wait,
wish
do
I
I
was
even
too,
have a
bro.
house anymore? Let's see. If this jump is possible, I only have to do a 2-block
Wait,
jump.
they have
This has to be a
freaking
shortcut,
parkour
right?
Amazon? Do they have freaking parkour Job Corp? Do they have parkour vacation homes? Do they have parkour airports? Do they have parkour highways? Do they have parkour cars? Dude, this story is way bigger than we even know.
No way I'm not taking this. Let's go. I get to skip some. No! No, that's a trick for sure. That jump's not possible. Alright, no shortcuts for me today. I guess I gotta take the hard way. I slowly made my way through the course, making sure to take my time with
thought he
every
just
single
died,
jump.
bro.
As of now, I didn't see any other parkour fighters doing the
I
course,
thought he
so
just
I didn't
died.
need to worry about completing this course fast. I just needed to stay alive.
I
But
just
what if
thought
there's
he
no
died,
fighters here
bro.
because someone already completed the course and got the disc? All right, let's just hope that's not the case. Oh my, bro, are you serious? Not one of these staircases? Thankfully, I made it to the top
Those are
of
the
the
worst,
horribly
man.
designed staircase.
Parkour
But then I
Civilization.
saw something on the ground. Looked like a piece of paper. I picked it up and it said something
Don't
on it. It
finish the
said,
course?
"Don't finish the course?" I had no clue what to make of this. I was so close to the end.
He
I was
has to.
almost at the second
He has
disc.
to,
So
though.
either someone is warning me about something, or this was an attempt to try to make me not get the disc. Well, this just got a
Get the
lot more
disc. Gotta
complicated.
get
I
the
decided that the second option was more likely. The fighters know that I'm looking for the discs, so maybe they had someone put this note here to try to
They're
get me
trying
to
to
stop
stop him.
looking for them. But if that isn't their plan and someone is warning me, then I could be jumping into an ambush. At this point though, I don't even think it matters. As of
An
now, the only
ambush?
way I know of getting back to Parkour Civilization
A
is getting all
parkour
4
ambush?
discs. So even if getting this disc
No.
is going to lead me into a trap, I have to still try to get it. Only a few more jumps and I would be at the end. Do I go for a shortcut now? Why not? Let's do it. I swear, all of this better be some crazy test to become the parkour god or something, because there's no way I'm doing this for free. All right, one more jump and the disc is mine. Let's do this. I went for the last final jump and I made it.
He did
I
it.
had completed the Glass Legends parkour course.
Not
Let's
yet.
go. Let's get this disc,
Not yet.
or let's fall into a trap. I hope it's the disc. When I stepped onto the pedestal, the dispenser gave me the exact item I wanted to see. The disc
He
to
got
summon
it.
the Glass Legend of Parkour was now in my possession. All right, 2
fuck.
down, 2 to go. And now I just gotta
Oh,
worry
fuck.
about getting off
He
of this
got
course.
it.
Oh, this is the worst. I was making my way back to
He had
meet
to
Siwa
jump
to get the compass for the
backwards?
third
That's
disc, but
insane.
that's when I saw something. It was a massive building that I've never seen before. Obviously, I want to get the discs and get out of here as fast as I can, but my friend is still missing. Maybe there's a chance he's alive and he made it into this building and he's hiding
Maybe.
here. Even if he's not
Maybe.
here, I can afford a little detour to find out. The building I walked into looked like it was some
Lectern
old
parkour?
library. Although most of the bookshelves looked like they
I've
were
never
empty.
seen
Jeez, the
that.
staircase is even worse than the glass one. I didn't even think that was possible. I didn't know what I was looking for, but at the very least, I
Oh
was
my
hoping I could
gosh.
find a book that would at least give me a little information. I looked around until I finally saw a bookshelf with a book left in it. Okay, let me try
found
not
a
to fall off
book.
the edge while grabbing this. The book was written in parkour, but I could still
he can
understand a little
read
bit
it.
of it.
He
It
can
looked like
read
it was
it.
talking about the champion boots, something about hunger and powers. Well, that's not really new information for me.
That
I've
shit
been
is so
using these
silly,
boots to
bruh.
feed myself the entire time. Okay, let's see what else I can find in this library. I looked around and still there was no sight of my
Boots and
friend. I knew
power,
the
bruh.
chances were slim, but some part of me still believed that he would be here. But that's when I went up to the next floor and I saw someone. Oh no, I do not want to battle. Please just don't turn around. And she turned around.
It's you! You're back! Oh, I always knew you would change your mind.
Right, I'm back.
I never blamed you for what you did. I know it was a tough decision.
Okay,
What
this woman does
happened?
not know who I am, but I have no
What
clue what she's
happened?
talking about. I just gotta go with it, I guess.
I assume you're here to get your friend, correct?
My friend? You know where my friend is?
Oh, yes.
She
I got the
knows.
book around here somewhere. Forgive me. It's been a while since I've had to do parkour. I should be able to reach it.
Oh, not to worry. I'll get it. It's easy parkour. It's just that book right there, right? Yeah, don't worry. I'll do. No! Oh no.
Grandma's
that's not good.
dead. No.
At least she went out quickly. All right, let's go get this book. I grabbed the book
Not
off the shelf and I started
Grandma.
reading. The book said something about a prison where it's impossible to parkour. If the fighters captured my friend.
They opened it. They opened the parkour prison. They opened it.
That's
Let's
probably where
go.
they took him. This is good news. This is great news, actually. This is the only evidence I have that my friend might be
Yes.
alive. And maybe Siwat
Yes.
knows where this prison is. I made my way back to Siwat to get the
Yes.
third compass from him. All right, I'm back, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
Hello, Siwat. What are
He's
you doing
dead.
in the
Is he
corner?
dead?
Are you napping?
Bro, I'm tired. You take
Oh, he's
so long
sleeping.
to get these things.
I take so long to get these things? Bro, I hate you so much. I got the second
I would
disc,
hate
but
him
it's
too,
getting
bro.
a little trickier to get past the checkpoints, but I still got it. I'm ready to go get the third one. Siwat threw me the third compass that would lead me to the Legend of Crystal parkour.
Legend
There's one more
of
thing. I think my friend
Crystal
might still be alive in
parkour?
some prison. Do you
Crystal
know anything about it?
parkour?
If that's true, then there's a chance we can save him. But we gotta get the third and fourth disc
I've never
first.
heard of no
Okay, you're
freaking
right.
crystal
We'll get the
parkour
discs before the
before.
fighters do. We'll save my
I've
friend.
never heard
and
of
we'll
that
get out of
before.
here. As the journey goes on, the jumps get harder
Holy
and the stakes
shit.
get higher. I've saved the world by myself before, but this time I don't know if I can do it alone. But if I can find my friend before it's
Holy
too
shit.
late, then I think we have a chance. If I make this parkour course, I'm one step closer
That's
to saving the
crazy.
world. Even though this is parkour I've never done before, the good news is I can take my time because there's no one else doing the— oh no, I take that back. There is someone doing the course.
He's
This is not good.
doing it.
If that person makes the parkour course before I do, they'll have their hands on one of the 4 discs I
he's
need to
already
save the
doing it.
world, which means I cannot take this parkour course slowly. Every single one of these parkour jumps were made up
Those
of
are light,
crystals,
though.
and
Those
in
are
all my
light.
time in Parkour Civilization, I've
He's
never
never
seen
seen a
jumps like
crystal.
these.
He's
But I
never seen
had
a
to go
crystal.
fast. I had to make the— no! I was the guy who saved Parkour Civilization, and I actually believed I could be the one to
Did
do
he
it again.
just
I
die?
had made 2 of the hardest courses I've ever done to get 2 of the discs, and I was on my way to get the 3rd one. But maybe it wasn't my destiny to make it out of this place alive. When I went searching for the Crystal Legend of Parkour, I knew the journey was gonna be rough. The last time I made it through a parkour checkpoint, it resulted in a battle that almost cost me my life. So I kind of figured that this checkpoint would go the same way. I jumped onto the platform ready
No
to
one's
parkour
there, alright.
battle, but the strange thing is that there was no one here. There was
That's
no one
insane.
guarding the checkpoint, which means I was either lucky or I was leading myself into a trap. Given everything that has happened, it's probably a
getting
trap.
trapped.
But the good news is that it was now just me and the hundreds of crystal parkour jumps. Even though I avoided a parkour battle, I was clearly not out of danger.
Yo, this shit
I
make
needed
me
to
wanna
make my way
parkour
over
heavy
to the
right now,
Parkour
bro.
Legends course, but that meant I had to figure out what exactly these—
This shit is better than Venom 2, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This shit is better than Venom 2, there's no denying that. This is a great film. This might be... They're gonna write about this in the fucking future. Freaking Minecraft Parkour Civilization full movie. They're gonna write about it in the fucking history books.
parkour jumps were. Crystal jumps didn't exist in Parkour Civilization. I was going into this with 0 experience.
How long
I
did
tried
it
my
actually
best to
make
stay
them
on the
make
crystals
this,
that were
bro?
entire blocks, but at some point, I had no choice but to jump onto the smaller crystals. These crystals were barely big enough to stand on, and if I made the slightest mistake, that could very well mean my journey comes to an end.
Wait for him to show up. He will show eventually.
What was that?
Yeah,
Hello?
this shit is so
anyone there?
fire.
Oh, great. I think being stuck in this parkour world for so long is making me hallucinate. Well, this is nice. I have to worry about
Hey,
not
that'll
dying
happen.
from parkour,
That'll
and I have
happen
to
in
worry
Parkour
about not going
Civilization.
crazy.
It's
I
happened to me
kept making
before.
jumps until I arrived
That
at the
shit
place I
happens,
needed
man.
to be.
You
The
lose
Crystal
your mind
Legends
there,
parkour
bro.
course is where I could find the 3rd disc. If I make it, I'll only need one
I
more
need to
disc
turn
to
this
go
shit down
home.
to my
But I had to
fucking-
go fast. I had to make the— no!
My
And
ears
with
hurt.
one jump, my entire journey was over. I watched as the world of parkour got further and further away. There was nothing to save me now. The damage from the void already started, and within seconds, I would be gone forever. I couldn't do it. I thought I could be the one to save Parkour Civilization again, but I failed. In my last moments of life, everything seemed like it was in slow motion. I think I must have been going
No,
crazy
what
because
just
it looked like I
happened?
was floating upwards. But that's when I realized I might not be crazy after all. I wasn't dead yet, and I was slowly rising back up to the world of parkour. What is going on? How is this
Parkour
possible?
resurrection?
It was like I was watching my life in reverse. I was floating right back up next to the jump that I
Forza
just made.
Horizon
I was at a
freaking
loss for
parkour?
words, but I might have had a second chance after all. I positioned myself over one of the jumps and I dropped out of the air. I wasn't dead yet. I was back on the parkour course. In all my life, I've never heard of something like this happen. If I had to guess, I would say the parkour god saved me
Parkour
once
miracle.
again. When I turned around, I saw
Parkour
someone for a split
miracle.
second running away. My entire dodging death feat that I just pulled completely made me forget that I was still in danger. One of the fighters was ahead of me on this course. When I saw them, they were almost at the end, which means that person might have gotten
Hold
the
on, I
disc
gotta take
already.
this thing
But
off
there's
my
no way to
fucking
know
knee.
for
My knee
sure.
hurts.
That could have been someone else, which means I have to complete the course to see if the disc is still there. Besides, the parkour god probably pulled some strings to get me back on this course, so I owe it to him to try. In Parkour Civilization, the more jumps you make, the more answers you find. But I don't know if I will ever be able to do enough jumps to find the answer to how I'm alive. All I can do now is keep making the jumps and keep moving forward. I have to believe that whatever or whoever saved me from the void wants me to save Parkour Civilization.
Parkour
so I'm gonna try to not
Civilization.
test my luck again and make all of these jumps. As of now, I saw no sign of the player that was here before me, and
is
maybe
insane.
this could be the reason why. Oh boy, I'm definitely gonna need another airlift out
Oh,
of the
he's dead. He's
void.
dead.
Now was no time
That other
to
guy's
rush.
dead,
I had to
bruh.
pay attention to exactly how large each crystal was. This jump was barely wide enough to fit through, but
Nah,
it
this
was
is crazy.
possible.
I couldn't do this,
jumped
bro.
into the tunnel, managing to stay on the very edge of the bottom
I don't
crystal.
think I'd be
Even
able
the
to fucking
smallest
do this parkour.
miscalculation, like hitting my arm on the wall, would send me falling into the void. But luckily, I made it through the tunnel.
I
of
wouldn't be
narrow
able to do that
jumps house,
one,
and I
to
still
be
had a
honest.
fighting chance. After making it out, I could see
I'm
the
not
rest
even
of the
gonna lie to you
corpse,
guys.
and I saw no sign of the fighter that was here
No
before
chance
me.
I'm doing
so
that, bruh.
means it is very
0%
likely that the person I
chance I'm
saw
doing
has
that.
gotten the disc already. Unfortunately,
gonna be
I
able
have
to
to
do
do
it.
a 3.5 vertical block jump to figure that out. I got
3
momentum
and a
I went
half?
for one of the longest
did it.
vertical
He
jumps
got
I've
it.
ever done. Even
did
being
it.
the parkour champion, I didn't even know that was possible. But that's kind of been a similarity across all of these parkour courses.
He is the
Almost
parkour
all of
champion,
these
though.
jumps that are on the
He is the
courses
parkour
don't even
champion.
exist in Parkour Civilization and are near impossible. I hadn't
guys
thought
gotta
about it,
respect
but
that he's the
maybe
parkour
that's a reason
champion.
why this entire civilization
forget that
was
he's the
removed.
parkour
Actually, that doesn't
champion.
really make any sense. All right, let's just make it out alive, and maybe someone will tell me the actual truth. But that's when I went for a jump and I heard something again.
Trust me, I can get the disc. Just let me try.
It was another voice, like the one I heard before. I don't know where it's coming from. I thought it was crazy before, but now that
What
it's
was
happening
that?
again, I'm starting to really get worried.
Wait, am I
Man,
hearing
my
things?
Problems keep stacking.
What was that? Thought I heard someone say, "One more chance."
I need the disc
Maybe.
to still be here. I have to not die in parkour, and now I have voices in
that's
my
what I-
head. Great. Well, I'm gonna need a
I thought I had
serious
voices in my head,
vacation
bro.
when I get back. Less than 10
Maybe
jumps
I'm not
away
tripping.
stood between me and the end of the course.
Maybe
I
I'm
just
not
have to
tripping.
keep doing my thing and keep making every one of these jumps. No. Okay, let's not do
Save.
that again. Only few can say they can do a 3-block vertical jump from no momentum. Fortunately, I'm one of those
He
few,
did it.
and that
He
was the
did it.
last difficult
Yo.
jump I needed to make to
Yo,
complete
he's
the
so
course.
freaking.
Now
I
it was
fucking
time
hate
for
this
the
guy
big
low
reveal
key,
and
bro.
find out
I'm
if I
starting
did
to
all
hate
of that
this
for
guy,
nothing.
man.
If someone else has this disc, I don't know how I'm gonna get it back. But at least I have the other two, so worst case scenario,
Is he
no one
gonna
gets
get
out
it?
of here.
Is
I
he gonna
stepped up
get
onto
it?
the pedestal expecting the worst. But to my surprise, in my hand was the third disc. Whoever was on this course before me obviously didn't get it. And now I'm holding 3 of the 4 discs needed to get out of here. Only one more disc remains before I can return to Parkour Civilization. That is, if I can
He's gonna do it.
survive one more of these courses. I started heading back to Siwat to get the compass for
This
the
is
4th disc,
insane.
but then it happened again. Find me at the houses. It was another voice in my head, unless it
What was that? Nah, that's the Halloween spirit, bro. Nah.
wasn't a voice in my head to begin with. Someone
That's the
was trying to
Halloween
talk to me. They were
spirit,
saying they were
bruh.
at the houses? I didn't
Oh
know what
my
any of the
gosh,
voices meant,
that's
but that's when
insane.
I saw somebody standing
That's
near
the
one of
Halloween
houses
spirit
was
I just
someone that
heard.
I recognized. It was the person I just caught a glimpse of right before I was saved from
Wait,
the
are they
void.
gonna
Whoever
chat?
this was must have been the person that sent me the message to find them at the houses. But the person still had chain boots on. This was a parkour fighter, meaning there's a good chance
he
that this
gonna-
interaction leads to a parkour battle. But something about
he
this
gonna
felt
die?
different. I don't know why they would be calling me here, but I have to find
he
out.
gonna get
And even
killed
if
right
this
now,
does
bro?
end in a battle, that's a risk I'm willing to take. I walked in to see the fighter standing on the other edge of the house. All right, buddy, if you want to fight, let's get it over with.
If that's how you want to repay me for saving your life, fine.
For saving my life,
I want to
what
pick
are you
my nose
talking about?
real
I've
bad,
never even
guys.
seen you
I
before.
ain't even
I
gonna
was
lie.
watching you do the course. I knew you would fail eventually, so I waited until you fell. When you did, I was there to attack you with a brewing stand jump, and the effect was levitation.
You attacked me with parkour right as I
You
fell.
saved
I
him.
didn't even know that was possible. This doesn't
Yo,
make
my
any
hair
sense.
looking mighty
Why
cool
would
right
you
now.
save
What the
my
fuck?
life? You
I gotta take a
don't
shower,
even
though.
know
I'm
who
greasy.
I am.
I know
Chat-
you're the parkour champion.
Chat, am I
and
greasy,
the reason
bruh?
I know that is because you've been the pawn of our game ever since you arrived. You've been collecting the discs for us.
No, that's impossible. I fought parkour fighters in battles. I almost died. Why would they try to kill me if they wanted me to get the discs?
Because
See
he's the
what
best
said
at
it would have
parkour.
to be believable.
Oh, so now see what's behind this mastermind plan?
Of course he is, and if you don't believe me, jump
See
onto the
that?
center
It's a
block.
I
mastermind.
jumped
He's
into the
so
middle of the
smart,
house
bro.
and it happened again.
If he fights you, you have to lose. This is the only way we win.
It was Siwat's voice. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're making this up.
I'm not. If you parkour across crystals while talking, messages will be trapped inside for years. You're only hearing his voice because he was here setting the trap for you.
I didn't know what to believe. If this was all true, then I've been getting the discs for the enemy the entire time. At this point, I don't
This
even
is-
know if anything Siwat
this
has
is
told me
simply
is true.
so
If you're
crazy.
in on the plan, then why are you telling me this?
This
What
is
do you
simply
want?
so
Let's just
crazy.
say I don't really like how the plan ends. So I'm hoping that by telling you this, you find a way to win. And in repayment, you can take me back to Parkour Civilization.
How can I be sure you're telling the truth? What if Siwat isn't behind this?
You think it's a
Guys, look at this
coincidence he
skate,
has those
yeah.
compasses? Why don't you ask him where he got them?
If all of this was true and Siwat was working with the fighters, then I have no one to blame but myself. But as far as I'm concerned, I have the 3 discs. I don't know how in the world they plan on getting these off of me, but if I can get the 4th one, then I can get out of here. At least now that I know I might be in a trap, I can focus on getting myself out of it. But I still don't know if that fighter was telling me the truth or not. Alright, disc number 3 acquired. Wasn't an easy one, that's for sure, but I still got it.
This is insane. To be honest, I didn't think you would be able to do it, but clearly I'm wrong.
He's a
Only
parkour
one more to
master, bro.
go,
Don't
and
doubt
we
him,
can
bro.
get out of here.
That's mad disrespectful. He is an evil guy. He's mad disrespectful. You could tell. I knew this from the get-go. What I called it, guys. I said that from the beginning. Called it from the beginning. This guy's he's fucking evil. This guy's fucking evil, man.
Here, the compass to the last parkour legend. This one is supposed to be the most terrifying course, so good luck.
Well, if there's anyone that can get it done, it's me. Hey, this is just a quick question, but where did you get all of the compasses?
The
Yeah, where did he get those?
compasses?
Where did he
Oh
get
yeah, I was just searching through all the chests,
Where did
and
you
I
get
happened
those?
to find all of them.
Show, where did you
Lucky
get
find,
those?
I guess.
Yeah, that is real lucky. Oh, that was really convincing. Yep, I am definitely in a trap.
He knows, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
he must have figured it out. It doesn't matter. The plan is in motion, and at this point, there is nothing he can do to
It's in
stop
motion.
what's coming.
He
I
has
must say,
block.
this plan didn't go
He
exactly
has
how I thought it would,
blocks.
but I have everything I need to get my revenge.
Just one more parkour course to go, and I can get back to Parkour Civilization. Unfortunately,
What?
this is gonna be the hardest one yet. All of these parkour jumps had one thing in common. These were Neo jumps. Neo jumps
can't
are
fuck with
considered some
Neo
of the
jumps.
hardest jumps in Parkour
I hate Neo
Civilization, and
jumps.
for a good reason. The only way you make these jumps is by moving around the block
Yeah, you
in
gotta
mid-air. The last time I
Neo
made a
move.
difficult Neo jump, I became
Hate
parkour
Neo
champion
jumps.
and I saved the world. But that was one jump, and I'm afraid this course
He has to
is
become a
probably gonna
parkour
have a lot
legend,
more
bro.
than
He
one.
has to become a
After all,
parkour
this course
legend here.
was
This is
made
where
by
he
the Neo
fucking
legend of
clutches up.
parkour, so that probably says something. If I had a choice, I would turn back immediately, but unfortunately
clutch
I
up
don't.
here, dude.
If I want to save the
He
world,
really
I
does.
need to get the disc.
Has
The
to
entire
clutch up.
time I've been here, I've been risking my life to get the discs I need to go home. I thought I've been outsmarting the people in this lost civilization,
he's
but
been
it
getting
turns out
outsmarted.
I've been in a trap this entire
He's been
time,
getting
and see
played.
what
He's
has
such a
been
fool.
behind it all. I was tricked into collecting the discs
He's
for
such a
the
fool.
enemy, and I can only assume that they have
What
a
an
plan
idiot.
to get the discs off of me so they can escape. I couldn't help be disappointed with myself for trusting Siwat. How did I not see this
Siwat's
coming?
so
I mean,
evil, bro.
Siwat literally worked for the evil champion and ran the lab
He
that
was evil, bro.
systematically controlled all of Parkour Civilization.
Everybody
you know,
knows
I
he's
probably
evil,
should
bro.
have thought about
The
those
evil
things a little
champion
more
and
before
such.
trusting him, but obviously it's
You know
way
that
too
guy's-
late now. I
you
gotta
know
give
that,
him credit.
real
As
evil.
much as I dislike Siwat because he
Oh
is
my gosh.
objectively evil,
This
his
is
plan
insane.
is extremely well thought out. And
Quite
now
simply,
that's
this is
put
the
me in
most
a
insane
very
movie I've
difficult
watched.
position. On one hand, I could just throw all of the discs in the void and no one gets them. If I went down that
He
route,
could do
Siwat
that.
and
He
all of
could
the
do
people
that.
here can't escape and
He has
destroy
all the
Parkour
leverage.
Civilization.
He has
But
all the
then I
leverage
wouldn't be
right
able
now.
to get back home myself, so I'd basically be sacrificing myself for option one.
Wait, he
now
has
with option
all the
two, I
leverage.
continue to play my part and get the discs. As long as I have all four on me, there still might be a way
He
to
has-
get out
he's
of here
fine,
alive
bro. He has all the
without
leverage
bringing
right
them
now
back
in
to
the- in
Parkour
this situation.
Civilization. As I was going over all
This
of the possible
predicament he's caught
futures, I
himself up
noticed
in.
the course changed to Neo Ice Jumps. It seemed like
Neo
this last
Ice
course was a
Jumps.
combination of all of the Parkour Legend courses, with of course adding Neo Jumps to
That's
everything. Oh, I
insane.
forgot how much I hated these types of jumps. Okay, but back to seeing if I can outsmart Siwat's plan. No matter what option
That's
I
a
choose, the
crazy
biggest
jump,
problem
bruh.
is my friend. The old woman
How
in
much
the
would he get
library
paid
told
in
me my
freaking
friend is
parkour
trapped in
bucks
some prison.
for
And
doing
if
this?
I remember correctly, there's one
You
more
get
thing.
paid
I
for
think
it?
my
Is it- or
friend
it's like-
might still be alive
How valuable
in
is one of
some
these
prison.
discs,
Do you know
bro?
anything
I'll
about
just
it?
sell the
If
discs
that's true, then
and I'll
there's a
just
chance
own
we
the
can save
economy,
him.
bro.
But we
Fucking-
gotta get the third and fourth
You know what I'm
disc
saying? That's a
first.
Well,
businessman.
now that I
move.
know that Siwat was the one behind the evil plan, I think it's safe to say that Siwat has my friend locked up in a prison somewhere. If that is the case, then I think I know what Siwat's plan is. He's gonna use my friend as leverage to have me
The
give
freaking
him
crap
the
is
discs.
that, actually?
It all makes sense now. There's no way he could get the discs off of me, so that means I'll either have to choose the discs
Gotta check
or
my
the
face
life of
real
my
quick,
friend.
hold up.
That's assuming I finish this course and don't die in the void so I can get the last one. But to be honest, even though one jump could end it all, I knew I was gonna finish this course. There's a reason Siwat made this elaborate plan to get me to do the courses, and it's the same reason why all the parkour fighters must have joined him. There's only
Just a
one
big old
person that
pimple, bro,
exists
'cause
in
I'm
this world
greasy
that
type
is good
shit.
enough at parkour to make these
That
courses.
happens.
And that person is me, the parkour champion. Siwat and
Facts.
all of the people in this civilization put their faith in me because they knew that without me, they would never make it back alive. Well, I hate to disappoint them, but I don't plan on bringing Siwat
He
or the
got
evil
it.
parkour fighters back to parkour civilization.
it.
If all goes according to plan, there will only
He's
be
the
3 people
parkour
going back
master,
home.
bro.
So
He
it's
has
time to
all
get
of the
this plan
discs.
over with
He's
and
like
get out
freaking
of this
parkour
place once
Thanos
and
right
for
now,
all.
bro.
After making it out of the field of neo jumps, I was
Thanos
met
if he
with
could
2
parkour.
parkour fighters.
Thank you for retrieving
He's
the
getting
discs
jumped.
for us,
He's getting
champion.
jumped.
Now, you will do exactly what we say if you want to stay alive. Siwat requests your presence.
This was it. Siwat had 2 parkour fighters waiting for
That's-
me to
that's
ensure that I
crazy.
didn't run off with the discs. Normally,
so
I would say that
upsetting,
was a
bro.
well thought out plan on his part, but I don't think he ever questioned the loyalty of his followers. Fortunately for me, I've got someone on the inside.
Oh
Hey,
my god.
let's go. Keep it moving, champion. Why are you stopping?
Well, you know, just trying to catch my breath before this parkour battle. I quickly placed down a ladder and attacked the parkour fighter with a 3-block diagonal ladder jump. You know, I would
That's
say good luck in
insane.
this battle, but I think you'll have a hard time with a 2v1. The parkour fighter turned around to see
That's
that the other
insane.
fighter had an attack of his own build. Yep, this parkour fighter was my guy on the inside.
No, you're working with the champion? How could you? Fine, it doesn't matter. I'll take you
Plot
both on by
twist.
myself. I'm sure this will be the easiest part.
Well, that didn't
Oh,
last
he's-
long.
he's dead
Wait a
as
minute,
hell
I knew that
instantly,
guy,
bro.
didn't I?
We've been best friends since we were kids. I don't know what I'd do without him.
That's
All right,
so
you're good to
sad.
go.
They're together now,
Right,
bro.
I made his
They're
buddy jump
together.
into the void.
They're together
Well,
now.
At least they're together now.
Let's keep it moving. We don't have much time.
They're
Yep,
together,
alright, sorry,
bro.
let's get back to work. So far, the plan I had was going smoothly. Siwat had his mastermind plan
This
set up
is
for me,
such an
so it was
insane-
only
this is
fair
such-
that I fight back. Before I went to
This
the
shit is
Neo
so
Legend
beautiful,
course,
bro.
I
This
visited
shit is
my
so
ally.
beautiful.
Okay, I accept your offer. If you want to come back to Parkour Civilization, you need to help me.
Finally, you came to your senses. We're gonna have
To
to
think
move
this
fast
all,
if we wanna make
to
this
think he started as a parkour noob, and now he's a parkour master. That says a lot about society, guys. Anybody can be a parkour master. Anybody. You could be more than just a parkour pro. Even if you're just a pro, you could always be a parkour master, bro. Know that, bro. Know that.
Work. So you're saying after I get the disc, Siwat is gonna have fighters waiting for me?
That's right, but he won't suspect that I'm working with you. I'll make sure I'm one of the fighters and we can
Look at these
escape to the
muscles.
temple.
Alright, sounds good to me. Oh, I really hope this works. Step 1 was getting the disc. Step 2 was making it to the temple without
Nah, it's all
guards.
CGI,
And
guys.
now it's
I don't
time
have
for
any
step
muscles.
3.
I
Alright,
got
you ready?
CGI on the
Yes,
screen.
this has to work. I'll go distract Siwat and find out where he's keeping your friend. You just focus on
Oh my
beating the
gosh,
parkour
this
legends
is
and
so
getting the door
crazy.
open.
Right, the parkour battles. I kind of forgot about that. Time was of the essence. I needed my ally to distract Siwat for as long as possible so I had time to beat...
Guys, I'm just using this guy's content low-key right now. Let me get a few minutes of just myself talking here so I feel better about this reaction video. This is the laziest content of all time. Let's be 100% real. This is the laziest content I've ever done. This is just forcing myself to sit through 2 hours of slop. Just straight slop. What is this? What is this? What am I watching right now? You know, sometimes we need to question that, bro. We need to question, hey, what the fuck am I watching? Because this is ridiculous. I've spent an hour watching this. I could have went to sleep.
the parkour legends. I also needed to hope that my ally would find my parkour master friend and free him from his prison. There were a lot of moving parts to this plan, but I think it could work. Unfortunately,
Let's
the
speed
plan
this up a
already
little
had
bit.
its first hiccup.
Let's speed this up a
The
little
path I chose
bit,
to
man.
go up the temple was destroyed. The only way up to the top was from the other side. Now I just
Now
gotta hope
we're
that those 2 minutes of
comprehending
lost
it,
time
bro.
weren't enough to ruin the plan. It was a good sign that I didn't see any parkour fighters around though. But that's when I glanced inside the bottom level of the parkour temple and I saw someone. But this wasn't a parkour fighter. This was someone with gold boots. I ran inside to see my parkour master friend standing on a single chain over the void. The last time we saw each other was in Parkour Civilization. You're alive. Let's go. Oh no. Standing to my right was a parkour fighter with an attack already set up. That's an easy attack. Don't worry, I'll handle this.
No, stop. That attack was for me. If I don't make that jump, I die. I don't have any blocks to build with, so I'm stuck here. But if you attack him, that will force his battle with me to end, and I'll also die.
Okay, this is not an ideal situation, so how do I stop this?
You go up. See what is waiting for you up there.
Of course he is. Well, so much for my master plan to defeat the guy with the better master plan. Don't
He's
worry, I'll
trapped,
figure something
bruh.
out. Just don't move.
He's
Not
dead.
that you
Trapped,
can't move, but
son.
don't worry, I'll figure something out. All right, time to make my way to the top and probably
Damn.
face an ambush. There was nothing I could do now. I couldn't
That's
think
so
of a single
tragic.
move to get out of this. If I even make the slightest notion that I'm gonna start a parkour battle, my friend will die. That means I have no choice but to just fall
can't
right
do
into
that, bro.
Siwat's plan. Well, I have been known to improvise, so let's do that. All right, let's get this over with. So, you want me to help you destroy Parkour Civilization?
Now you're talking some sense. You know, a part of me
Yeah.
actually enjoyed our little team up in getting each disc. I mean, you got them, but it was fun sitting back and letting you do the work. Now, I'm closer than ever to achieving my goal of
Now he
destroying
has to put the
Parkour
work in, bro.
Civilization once and for all.
That doesn't make any sense. You said it yourself. You live in Parkour Civilization. Why would you want to
Why do you
destroy
want to
it?
destroy
I haven't
it?
told this to anyone before.
Why would he
but
wanna destroy
since
it?
I've already won, I might as well tell you. I didn't join
Gotta
Parkour
think
Civilization.
about what
I
matters,
was born
the
here,
bad.
at this level of civilization. I might
Exactly,
be the only
bro.
one alive who remembers when this
I'm
level
mad
was
tired.
still a part of Parkour Civilization.
Should I
and
sleep? No, I
might
should be
the only
reacting
one
to
who
this.
knows what
This
kind
is
of a
what really
monster the
matters.
old man was. My parents warned me about the
Parkour
old man. They
is
told
what
me to rank
matters.
up before it was too late. Unfortunately, my parents were both too stubborn to
Damn.
rank down and too old to rank up. So I
This
left
is
my
so
family
sad,
and became
bro.
a parkour master. My parents were the ones who told me to use brewing stands to give myself the resistance
my
effect.
gosh,
and
that's
that
so
was
tough.
exactly what allowed me to remember when the old man used the command blocks to wipe out this entire level, including everyone in it. In
The
doing so,
old
he
man
wiped
did
all
this?
memories of this place, except mine, because of the potion effect. After that, how could I ever trust the system? The so-called beloved
Facts.
parkour
This,
champion
the
wiped out my
parkour system
entire
is
family.
corrupt.
That can't be true. Why would the old man do that? It just doesn't add up. He was kind and
The
nice.
parkour
He cared about
system
you.
is
You know,
low-key
the funny part
corrupt, bro.
is that no one even
Low
knew.
key.
It was supposedly over a fight. Can you believe that? The old man let
Eric,
his
it's
battle with
thousands
one
of
person
hours,
caused
Eric.
my parents and plenty of others to die.
But it's not a
What kind of
problem.
fight would
It's
lead to
not a
action like
problem.
that?
All right, enough of
It's
that.
gonna be
What's
light
in the
work,
past
bruh.
is in the past. Let's focus on what's gonna happen from here. I don't need the
Thousands
discs. Instead,
of
I'm gonna have you battle all of the parkour
We're
legends
we're like a
yourself,
30th
and
of the
get
way
that
there,
door
though.
open
We're
for
good
me.
there.
I will
We're good
then
on the
get my
numbers.
revenge
We're
on
getting up there.
Parkour Civilization. And if you choose not to, well, your
A
friend is
300th of
obviously
the way
price
there,
you pay.
actually.
I have to
think.
do it. I can't let my friend die because of the mistakes I made. I'm
Unless
the
I'm
one who
doing the
brought him
math
here.
wrong.
I have no choice. Let's just hope I think of something later when I get that door
We're at
open.
100.
I trust you'll come to the right decision. You always do.
Ah, well, here goes nothing. Given everything that's happened in my life,
I don't even
never
want
thought
to do
there'd
the
be a
math,
time
to
where I'd
be
have to
honest.
say this.
I like
but
being
it's
more
time to go help
optimistic
destroy
saying
Parkour
it's a
Civilization.
30th, man.
It was time to
think that's
fight the
more
legends of
optimistic.
parkour. Under normal circumstances, I probably would
I
have
think
been
it is a
excited for these
30th, bro.
parkour
I think it is
battles.
a
I mean,
30th.
come
I
on,
think I
fighting
did the
someone
math
who has
right.
mastered a specific type of parkour, that sounds pretty awesome to me. Unfortunately for me, these are not normal circumstances. Because if I beat all 4 of these parkour legends, I will cause the downfall of Parkour Civilization. But that's assuming I beat these legends in parkour battles, and if I don't, well, I will die, and Parkour Civilization will
That'll
probably
happen.
be destroyed anyways.
That'll
So
happen.
that means plan A is to help destroy Parkour Civilization, and hope I figure out a plan in the meantime. I thought I
Facts.
had a real
I
chance
hope he
to beat
finds one.
Siwat and save the world, but it turns out he was one step ahead of me the entire time. My friend is captured, and if I don't do exactly what Siwat says, he'll be gone forever. So that leaves me with no choice but to help Siwat escape so
No,
he can
this is
destroy
so
Parkour
crazy.
Civilization once and for all. Alright, well, here goes nothing. It's time to fight the first legend of parkour. I threw the disc into the hopper waiting for something to happen. I saw
gonna
nothing,
happen?
but then, a few seconds later, someone appeared on one end of the battlefield. And
He
this person
appeared.
was wearing
Who is
diamond
that?
boots. So
Who the
you're
fuck is
the
that?
ice legend of parkour? Why
A
do you have champion
legend?
boots on?
That's because I
He's
am a
fly.
parkour champion. Well, I was one a long time ago. I won the battle to become champion using ice blocks. So yeah, I got the ice legend title. But all of the
He's a ice legend. He's not a. He's only an ice
legends are just
legend.
previous champions throughout history.
So every parkour legend was a parkour champion. at
He's
some
gonna
point.
meet all of the. He's gonna. Will he write this down in the parkour freaking language? I hope he does. He needs to. He
That's
needs
awesome. Wait, so are you real, or what even are you?
Real? Absolutely. Alive? Not so much.
He's
All of us
dead,
are
bro.
spirits
Oh
of our
my
past
gosh.
lives, and we exist now only for parkour battles. But enough questions. Prepare to fight.
The ice legend said I have everything I need to battle inside
How
the chest.
freaking
When I first
crazy,
came here,
bro.
the chest was empty, but now the chest had 3 stacks of ice blocks inside.
Ice
These ice blocks were
parkour off,
the only blocks I
bro.
had to attack with.
That's
No
crazy.
other types of blocks were allowed. It's time to find out if I can do ice block jumps better than the ice legend of parkour. The ice legend attacked first. His first attack was a 4-block vertical jump. It was a difficult attack for sure,
Ah,
but it
that's
was
life.
nothing I
That's
couldn't
life,
handle.
bro.
My
That's
choices
life
were
for
to either
parkour
beat the
master,
exact same
bro.
jump or do a harder one. But I had to remind myself that this was only the first of 4 battles, so I'm not going to try to risk it all in the first fight. I defended the first attack successfully and the battlefield
Respect,
reset.
bro.
Alright, let's go.
Respect.
It's my time to attack now. My first attack was a parkour combo with a 5-block jump chained into a 3-block diagonal jump. I thought the attack wouldn't be hard enough, but to my surprise, the Ice Legend failed the jump. The battle was going my way, but it was far from over. If I mess up and get hit by an attack, I don't know how much damage these will do. That's why I had to get this over
This
with.
is a
For my next
crazy
attack, I
freaking
set up a
parkour
6-block
move right here.
vertical jump. All of my training with ice blocks paid off, and I made the jump. Oh, okay,
He did
I'm just
it.
gonna pretend I almost didn't slip off there. I watched as the Ice Legend went for the jump, but failed once again. This was the second attack in a row that I landed. One more, and
He's
it should be
better.
over,
He's
but
better.
I got
He's a
ahead of
better
myself.
legend.
I attempted 2 5-block jumps in a row, and
That's
I failed.
embarrassing.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not gonna
good.
lie.
I should have just made my attack. The Ice Legend set up a difficult 3-jump combo and made it. It was time to defend again. I went for the combo, but I slipped off on the 3rd jump. The attack did 7 hearts of damage. If these combos get any harder, I could risk losing all 10 hearts in one attack. But if I
Oh my
land one more
gosh.
attack, I should win the battle. And the only way to attack in this position
Oh
is
my
to do a harder
gosh.
jump than that one. Okay, it's time for a terrible idea. I built the same attack, but added a 360 to the 5-block diagonal jump. Let's go. I cannot believe that worked.
This is a level of parkour I have not yet seen.
The risk paid off, and the Ice Legend was defenseless against the 360.
They
Looks
haven't
like you
thrown
won the first battle. I
360s
hope you know
in.
what you're doing.
You
That's
hope I know
gonna
what
win
I'm
it
doing.
every
What does that
single
mean?
battle. That's gonna win him
The
every
Ice
single
Legend was
battle.
gone, and
They
the
don't know how to do
parkour battle was
360s.
over. Why did the Ice Legend say that? What did he mean by that?
What did you just say?
First battle. I hope you know what you're doing.
You hope I know what I'm doing? Wait, what does that mean? But before he could answer, the Ice Legend was gone, and the parkour battle was over. Why did the Ice Legend say that? What did he mean by that? I mean, I know I'm basically causing the destruction of Parkour Civilization, but I don't know how he would know that. Alright, doesn't matter.
Oh, it's he's
No
onto
lie.
the glass.
blocks I used to fight with disappeared from my inventory. Time. Since there was no point of trying to blend in anymore with the parkour fighters, I put
You
back
might
on my
as well
champion
put 'em
boots
on.
and started regenerating health.
Might
Okay,
as well
having
show
full
off you're a
hunger makes me
champion.
feel much better about these parkour fights. So basically, the only way I lose
Might as
is
well
if
throw
I
'em
get
on.
hit by an attack that does 10 hearts.
Ice Legend is a phony, bro, but I think he was the first freaking legend. I think Ice Legend was the first legend, so we have to see parkour started here. It started here. You know where it is now? It's up here. It's up here. It's way freaking harder now. So don't say he's a phony. He was a legend in his time. His time is past. It's like saying freaking Russell Westbrook is garbage or whatever, bro. He's not, bro. He's a legend of the game, bro. Put respect on his name. I don't even know if he's freaking an old head. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
So let's just try not to do that. It was time for the second fight. I
I'm
threw
lighting
in
the
a
candle
disc and
back
summoned
on.
The glass legend
I'm
of
lighting the
parkour.
candle back
Yo,
on.
I'm finally free. Let's go. The old man said I'd be
Oh.
gone for a while, but I didn't think it would be that long.
Wait. Did you say the old man, as in the parkour champion old man?
The
How do
parkour
you know him?
champion.
Bro, I'm not here
Oh
to answer
my
any questions. I'm
god.
just trying to parkour battle.
Okay, I'm not
How's
sure
the
what's up with
lighting,
these
guys?
parkour legends, but they clearly don't like to talk about anything. But I always
Oh,
say
that
have
lighting-
parkour for
lighting
the
is
truth
so
sometimes.
tough.
So let's go and do that. I turned around and the glass legend already had an attack built, but he failed the attack. It was
He's
now
a
my
bot,
turn,
bro.
and
He's a
beating the
phony
Ice Legend
too.
with a 360 made me realize something.
Are
These
they all
legends were
phonies?
Parkour champions a long time ago, and parkour jumps have evolved so much.
Facts! I was just saying that!
Much since then, which is why it was time to start attacking with jumps from the new age. I attack with a 1.5 block backwards diagonal jump. Even when the fate of the world is on the line, I'm not afraid to hit him with
I
the
don't
Empo
think-
special. And it was no surprise that the glass legend.
Yeah, that's not a surprise, bro. That's modern parkour. If you can't do that, don't call yourself a... This guy is not a parkour master nowadays, bro. Nowadays, the standard has changed so much since the late parkour age. It's changed so much. The game is... It's not the same game it was back then. And this guy freaking calls himself a freaking parkour master. And he was... You heard how confident he was? And he failed his first jump. He had all this time to practice probably as a spirit. He probably had all this time to freaking practice as a spirit. And he didn't. He didn't.
Get close.
Bro, why are you so good?
I started setting up a more difficult parkour combo. If my parkour math is correct, this attack should be enough to win.
So you
Come
can
on,
do this all
360,
backwards?
2-block, 360. Oh, let's go. I gotta say, I love parkour battles. As expected, the glass legend of parkour looked very discouraged, and I had a feeling the battle was
He's
already
not
over.
doing
He
it.
set
He's
up the
not
jumps,
doing it.
and he failed the first 360. Okay. Hey, no offense, but how did you become a parkour champion?
Alright, yeah, I wasn't cut out for such an important job. Alright, bro, I hope you know what you're doing. And, when you...
He was cool, bro. Nah, he's valid, bro. You know, he's valid, bro. I was just
See the next
disrespecting
parkour
him.
champion?
He's
Can you,
cool, bro.
not
I don't know
mention
how I
my
was
name?
doing that, bro.
Wait, why is this such an important job? And he's gone, of course.
Don't mention his
Why
name,
do I
bro.
have a feeling that there's something important they're not telling me?
Glass Legend
Like I
is
said,
low-key a
old man
fraud.
said
We're not
he'd be
gonna
gone
lie
for a
about
while,
that.
but
He's
what does that
low-key a
mean?
fraud.
But that's when I remembered Zero
Don't
Zero
disrespect the
and
Ice Legend, though.
erase this entire level of Civilization. Maybe the parkour legend
He's
knew
low-key
about it.
icy,
Okay, I could be
bro.
onto something here, but let's just get past this third battle. I threw in the disc and summoned the third legend of parkour.
So, it looks like you are almost at the top. The battles must be tiring you out by now.
I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, the Ice Legend was kind of hard, but the Glass Legend didn't really fight back that much.
Bro, he was the second battle? That guy was only the parkour champion for 2 hours before I beat him. He's terrible. Alright,
Oh,
whatever.
no.
I can promise you you're not making it past me.
Bro, parkour champion for 2
This
hours?
guy's not a
That's
fraud.
embarrassing. Kind of surprised he even got there in the first place. It was time to battle the Crystal Legend of
Damn.
parkour. Crystals are
What were the circumstances, bruh? No, because Ice Guy was the first one, so it was like... So the Ice Guy couldn't do the glass ones, I think. And that was the only advantage he had. He probably never seen a glass jump in his fucking life, bro. And, oh my gosh, that's so tragic.
blocks that don't exist in Parkour Civilization. So
That's
as of
so
now, I have
tragic.
zero experience with building crystal parkour jumps, but I had a feeling I was gonna have to adapt quickly. The Crystal Legend built a 3-jump parkour combo that looked like something I've never done before. I made the first jump, but I just barely missed the second jump. The attack did 7.5 hearts, so I was still alive, but it was not a good confidence booster. The Crystal Legend immediately went into his second parkour combo attack, but that's
He's
when I saw
healed,
the
though. It's
perfect
not a big
opportunity
deal,
to
bro.
put the battle
It's
in
not a
my
big
hands. I
deal.
built the exact same parkour combo as he did, and went back to my strategy of adding the Evo signature move whenever it was possible. Changing the first jump to a 360
Ooh,
put
put
the
that
battle back
sauce
in my
on it,
favor.
bro.
Surprisingly, the Crystal Legend made the 360, but didn't get enough momentum for the second jump. My
Damn.
strategy was working for all of the parkour legends, so why change? I
Nah,
attacked
he's
with
not a
backwards
fraud, bro.
two-block jump into a backwards 360. Honestly, I don't even know how I made that parkour combo. Once again, the Crystal Legend of
That
parkour
was crazy,
defenseless.
bro.
Well, there's nothing to say, except I hope you know what you're doing.
Wait, what do you mean?
Good luck.
And just like that, the battle was won. But
This
that
guy's
was the
probably
second
good.
parkour
This
legend
next
to tell
guy's
me
probably
that they
good.
hope I know what I'm doing. I just don't get it. I feel like the answer is right in front of me, but I can't. This
guy's gotta be really good or
Parkour
something.
legends don't want to talk, but why? As far as they're concerned, I'm just trying to open the door to get back to parkour civilization. This doesn't make sense,
Damn,
but let's just
chain
get this last battle
parkour,
over
bro.
with. I threw in the disc to summon the final legend of parkour, the legend of Neo Jumps.
Well, this is unexpected to be sure. Nevertheless, here you are. This is the last battle to open the door. I wish you the best, whatever the outcome may be.
Wait, before we start, can you just tell me what the old man has to do with all this? I know there's something.
I'm afraid that's not for me to say, but if all goes right, you will never know.
I thought making it to the final parkour legend would
You
give
will
me
never
some answers,
know?
but it looks like that's not going to be the case. The two outcomes are I either live without the truth or die without the truth. So obviously I'm going to choose option 1. In this final battle, the
Why
Neo
doesn't he
legend
try,
let me
like-
attack first. I started off the battle with a 2-block Neo
Yeah,
jump,
that's
but the
that's
parkour
lit.
legend didn't look worried. He built the attack, but then added on another Neo jump to the end. Just by the look of it, I
Damn.
already knew that this attack would deal heavy damage if I failed it. But likewise, if I make a harder jump and I make it, I could end this
Make a
battle with
harder
one
one.
attack. Alright, that sounds like a plan. Let's do 2 double Neos. I made the jump harder and I went for it. Come on! No! I hit the wall on the second jump, missing the counterattack. taking
That
9
almost
hearts of
killed him.
damage. If
That
my
almost
parkour
just
attack
killed
was
him.
even slightly harder, my journey would have been over. But the important thing is it's not, and I must keep fighting. Unfortunately, I was already under pressure again, facing an attack of 6 Neo jumps in a row. Okay, nice and easy, one at a time. 3, 4, come on, just one more. Please, no! I saw my life flash before my eyes as the attack took me down to half a heart. I was losing this battle, and if it keeps going this way, one more attack will be the end of me. As of now, I don't
He
see
could
how
die
I can
any
beat the
moment.
Neo legend at Neo jumps.
He could fucking
which
die
means
any moment.
I know how this is gonna end. If I want to open that door, I'm gonna have to do something extremely reckless. This is quite possibly the worst idea I've ever had. I watched this Neo
Yo,
legend build
this shit is so much better on 1.25 speed. Like, I'm gonna put it back at normal. Watch.
his next parkour combo,
It's
but
so, like-
I wasn't even worried about that. I knew he would
He
make
says
the
so
jumps.
much
After all,
pointless
Neo
stuff.
jumps
There's
are
so
his
much
specialty.
pointless
What I was
setups
worried about
every
was
time,
my
bro.
jump. I don't know if this is possible, but all I know is that if I
Every
make it,
time
I
there's
win.
such
Of course, if I
pointless
don't,
stuff, he
well, we
says.
already know how that goes. It's hard to rationalize this decision because I'm basically doing all of this
Put the
just for
0.25
Siwak to
on,
destroy parkour civilization. But it will
It's
save
better
my
that
friend
way,
and
bro.
give me time to find a way to save
It's
the
better
world
that
later.
way.
All right, time to make this impossible jump. I mean, this jump could potentially change our understanding of parkour. Okay, I'm just gonna jump. I jumped off the platform doing a 180 and traveled around the block backwards. Yep, of course. What was I thinking? Journey is over because I thought I could do a backwards Neo jump. Wait, I'm alive. I actually did it. By
He
some
did it.
miracle, the backwards Neo jump changed the entire parkour
That's
battle.
fucking
I
nuts.
have nothing left to say, except I yield. I don't know who you are, but I
That was
hope you have
fucking
the
nuts.
strength for what's
That's
to come.
fucking nuts.
The Neo legend forfeited the battle. and
What's
it was
about
over.
to happen?
All 4 parkour legends, and the door at the top of the staircase was open. I survived, and
What is
now
about to
there was a way
happen?
back to parkour civilization.
He
Except
just
for a second,
defeated
I
all
forgot
of
that I
them,
wasn't
bro.
gonna be the one going back. I had just barely finished the battle, but Siwat was already waiting for me. Oh man, well, I survived, but now I have to watch Parkour Civilization be destroyed. I walked into the hallway that was at the top of the Parkour Temple. This reminds me of all of the times that I ranked up in Parkour Civilization. Not that it counts for anything, but it's kind of cool that I ranked up again in a way.
I want you to know that everything I told you was true, except I left out one thing.
Couldn't have seen that one coming. All right, what is it?
The old man's fight was supposedly with his friend.
With his friend?
Who?
Okay. Is there a point you're trying to get at? I mean,
Who
are
is
you going to
that?
come out with some crazy take about how, like, we're friends and we fight all the time, but it's okay? I mean, you're literally about to destroy Parkour Civilization.
I never said I would be the one to destroy Parkour Civilization.
Who's gonna destroy Parkour Civilization?
So what does
Who's gonna destroy Parkour Civilization? Wait, what?
that mean? I started thinking about what Siwat just said. The old man had a fight with his friend? Why does that mean something? Wait, what did that old woman at the library say? She thought she knew me, but how could she?
I never blamed you for what you did. I
Did she think that he was the parkour old guy?
know it was a tough decision.
Okay, this woman does not know who I am, but I have no clue what she's talking about. She knew where my friend was too. She gave me the book that talked about the prison he was in.
I assume you're here to get your friend, correct?
My friend? You know where my friend is? Wait a minute. When I saw her, I wasn't wearing my chain boots. I was wearing my champion boots.
When the old man used the command blocks to wipe out this entire level, including everyone in it.
I never blamed you for what you did. I know it was a tough decision.
The woman didn't know me. She
Wait.
thought I was the old man. And if she thought I
That's
was the old man,
crazy.
she wasn't talking about my friend being imprisoned.
The old man's fight was supposedly with his friend. Can you believe that? The old man let his battle with one person cause my parents and plenty of others to die.
The old man removed this entire level of civilization to imprison his friend. Getting to the top of this temple was never a way back to Parkour
That's the parkour prison. They're in the parkour prison. I was talking about the parkour prison. We needed this. We needed this dimension.
Civilization. It was a prison, and that means Siwat's plan was never to get out. It was to help free the person that the old man banished from Parkour
That's
Civilization.
ridiculous.
What have
The
I done?
foreshadowing.
So, the old man is gone.
The foreshadowing, chat.
If only he was around to see what I'm gonna do to Parkour Civilization.
This is it. One final parkour battle to save the world. The fate of Parkour Civilization is in my hands now, and my opponent is one of the most fearsome parkour fighters
better
in
win.
all of history, and I was the one who helped him escape. I defeated
better
every
win.
parkour legend thinking that I was helping Siwat get back to Parkour Civilization. I thought he was going to be the one to destroy the world, but it turns out that was never his plan to begin with. His plan was to get me to unleash something even worse. Someone who had been banished to this lost civilization.
This evil
what have
guy,
I
man.
done? Coming to this civilization was a mistake. I don't know who this person is, but if the old man wiped out this entire level just to imprison his friend, it was probably for a good reason.
That plan took a
R.I.P.
lot
the
of
old man, guys.
planning. And now you get to watch how beautifully
R.I.P.
this
the old man.
unfolds.
You must be very proud. Your plan was perfect. You have everything you need. So, now give me back my friend.
Whoa,
So tragic.
Not yet, buddy. Got one more thing to do.
So
first.
fucking
Why don't
tragic.
you go introduce yourself to the villain of parkour?
The villain of parkour? I walked up the steps to see the prisoner completely surrounded by lava.
I hear you were friends with the old man. That makes two of us. I'm surprised he didn't throw you away like he did to me.
If you were actually
Nah,
friends
you're
with the
evil,
old
bro.
man,
You're
then
dead evil.
explain all of this. Why
You're
would
dead
he wipe
evil.
out an entire level of civilization just to imprison one person?
That guy's evil.
He was
bro. You
scared
can
of what I
tell.
had discovered. What was the term he used again? An illegal form of parkour.
Forgive me for
He's
not
dead
understanding,
evil,
but
bro.
you said an illegal form of parkour? What could you have discovered about parkour to make it illegal?
It's
Illegal parkour.
what I discovered.
That's why you got locked up.
Since the beginning, parkour battles have always been one move after another, until I realized that they never had to be. You see, if you challenge someone to a race, it's the ultimate form of parkour fighting. It's the idea that you are willing to risk everything, that you will not only make the jumps, but you make them faster than your opponent.
Parkour race. When I
Parkour
first came to this level of
races.
civilization, one of the fighters
Yeah, you
challenged
deserve
me
to be
a
locked
battle.
up,
He
bro.
said that the battle would start and end on a single block, and when I didn't do the jumps, I would have died if it wasn't for my totem of undying. That wasn't just a regular parkour battle. That was a parkour race. How was an attack like that able to do 10 hearts?
Racing has no limits. Once you challenge someone to a race,
He did
you
an
either
illegal
win
move
or
on
you
him.
die. No in between.
If that's true, then someone with that type of power could take over the entire world. No one would be able to fight back. And that's exactly why Siwat's breaking him out of prison. The old
That's
man must have known that
insane,
parkour racing
bro.
could
What
destroy
the
thousands
fuck?
of lives.
The
That's why he
lore,
went through
bro.
such great lengths to make sure that this type of parkour never made it back
The
to Parkour
lore.
Civilization. But now it's too late. I let this evil back
There's
into
so
the
much
world.
lore in
What
this
do you
shit, it's
want? What are you
ridiculous.
even gonna do to Parkour Civilization?
I'm going to do what I'd set out to do a long time ago and enlighten the world with my new form of parkour battles.
I turned around to see
Damn,
that
I just
Siwat
felt
had
the
built a
swollen
parkour
lymph node,
attack.
guys.
This was something I've never seen before. Siwat said there's only one
Damn.
more thing I have to do. If I get hit by this parkour attack, he'll give me back my friend. What is this attack? Why are there armor stands?
fuck
And
is
why
that,
do you
bro?
need to hit me with the attack?
You know, I can't beat you in a fair fight, and I just want to land a good hit on you.
I can't believe that even after Siwat's plan worked, he still feels the need to
The fuck
prove
is
that he's
that?
better than me. But it doesn't really matter at this point. He has
The
my
fuck
friend,
is
and I
that, bro?
have to deal with whatever he throws at me so I can get him back. He could be lying. This attack might be enough to kill me, but I was willing to take that chance. Thankfully, it barely did any damage. Okay, great. You got the satisfaction of hitting me in a parkour battle. So
fuck
can we
is
be
that,
done
bro?
now?
Who knew? Armor stand attacks can take the boots right off of a player, even champion boots.
In Siwat's hand was a pair of champion boots, and they weren't just any pair, they were mine. My champion boots were gone, just taken straight out of my
What?
inventory. How is this possible? What are you planning to do with those?
You can relax now. Your time as the champion is over.
I watched as Siwat walked over to the parkour villain and threw the champion boots at his feet. Oh no, this is not good. If the parkour villain gets access to the command blocks, there would be no stopping him.
Well, this is my ticket home.
No.
I just gave the most dangerous
No.
and access to the blocks that control Parkour Civilization. Siwat handed him blocks, and at that moment, I knew my journey was coming to an end.
Now, before I return to Parkour Civilization, I need a good fight.
Yep, this is the end for me. Throughout my life, I've
You
overcome
can't
the most
trust-
difficult situations. But this is a fight that
Never
I don't
trust
think I can
somebody,
win.
bro.
I've never
You
even
can't
done
trust
a parkour
nobody
race
in this
before, and
world,
I'm
bro. In
fighting
this
against the
parkour
person who
world, bro.
invented it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I have to find a way to be faster than the parkour villain. The odds are stacked against me, but as long as I'm still here, I'll never stop fighting to save the world. Well, let's do this.
I have
Save
to
this
say,
parkour
I'm
world.
going to enjoy watching this. I finally get to see you crumble.
You, prepare for a parkour race. You've served your purpose in this life. I offer you a quick and merciless death.
The parkour villain didn't challenge me to a battle, he challenged Siwat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you doing? I'm the one who helped you escape. You clearly made a mistake. I'm just gonna take off before
He's sacrificing
What's
him.
happening to me? Why am I stuck?
That's
I
insane.
can't move.
I watched as Siwat tried to run away, but he couldn't. Whatever the
Aura.
parkour villain was doing brought him back into the battle. It was
He's
like
got
a force
aura.
he couldn't escape. What was this power? I didn't even know what to think. Just a moment ago, I thought I was about to die, and now I'm watching one of my greatest enemies fight for his life.
Damn.
The parkour villain didn't even start the race yet. He was just watching Siwat, but then he took off. Before this, I had never seen someone move so effortlessly through a parkour course.
I
Within
can
the
do that
blink of an
easy,
eye,
bro.
the parkour villain was already at the last
The
jump.
old
Please
head don't
I'll
stand
do
a
anything.
chance.
I'll work for you.
The
Just
old
let
head
me
is
live.
dead.
Hit the last jump, and the race was over. Siwat lost.
This guy doesn't stand a
I
chance
suppose
actually
I had
against
this coming for
fucking
me, didn't I?
the
For what it's
parkour
worth,
master, bro.
I was telling the truth when I said
Candle
I
for the old guy though that
And
died.
just like
R.I.P.
that, the parkour villain had claimed his first victim, Siwat. The one who would betray me over and over was betrayed by his own plan. Right when the battle was over, the parkour villain didn't even acknowledge me and started running away. He must know a way back to Parkour Civilization, right? If that's the case, then there's still a chance I can catch up and battle him before he
Oh my
does. Bro,
gosh.
did he seriously jump off the temple with no water bucket? Oh man, this guy's insane. But I have to battle him, right? I'm not gonna
No
lie, I was
water
a little
bucket?
relieved that he chose to battle Siwat instead of me, but I can't let him escape without at least putting up a fight. If I challenge him
You
to a
have
battle
to-
before he challenges me to a race, I might be able to keep the battle in my hands. The parkour villain has been trapped here for years, and he might know how to parkour race, but I'm gonna bet he's never battled against someone who can do 360s. I made
Facts.
it down to the ground level, and I spotted the villain. He looked like he knew where he was
Not
going, so
once.
he must know the way back.
He's
He
never
was
done
fast,
that.
but I managed to keep him in my sights. I followed him all the way until we hit the edge of this level of civilization. I don't understand. There's nowhere left to go. All right, let's not
There's
waste
a
any more time. I only have
teleporter.
one shot at this. I quickly placed down 3 blocks.
He
and I attacked
opened
with
the
2 3-block
teleporter.
360s. This was it. The battle had started, and there would be no turning back now. This was life or death.
I was waiting for you to fight back. A neat little trick you did there with the 360s. Unfortunately, my knowledge of parkour is beyond your understanding.
The parkour villain didn't even look surprised that I attacked him with 360s. Oh no, what did I get myself into? I wasn't prepared for this. The parkour villain built a chest jump. And the worst part is he did a 360. That's impossible. I thought I was the only one who could do 360s. My attack was erased. It was all up to me to build a harder jump now. The worst part about this fight is that we weren't on an even battlefield. If this was an ordinary fighting space, I would try the longest parkour combo I could do, but I don't have that option now. I just have to do one very hard jump. And that very hard jump is gonna be the 3-block diagonal 360. I went for one of the hardest 360s I've ever done, and I made it. I still had a chance. But then, out of nowhere, I took damage. The jump I built wasn't harder than the jump he built, and I lost the attack.
Just as I expected.
The villain was looking inside of the chest, and I knew something was wrong.
Your downfall was your inability to risk everything you had.
Risk everything I had? But that's when I noticed I had nothing. Every single thing I had in my inventory was gone. no water bucket, no blocks to fight with. And that's when I
He
knew the
took
parkour
them.
villain stole all of them when he attacked me with the chest jump. This fight was over, and I lost. So that's it then, right? You have all of my blocks, I can't fight back. How are you even gonna get home?
These boots are the only way out of here. You could have left at any time you wanted. I suppose it was your destiny to deliver them to me.
Why aren't you attacking me? Why don't you just finish the job already?
The
Only
old man
parkour
isn't around
masters
anymore,
can
and the
leave.
only one left to pay for his sins is you. I want you to know what it's like to suffer, to waste away here for years, to be forgotten, just like I was. Only when you are on your last breath, I will return to finish the job.
The parkour villain turned around and jumped into the air, disappearing. This was the end. The champion boots were the only way back to parkour civilization.
He's lying,
Now
bro. You gotta
I'm
try
stuck
it.
here with nothing, and there's no one left to stop him.
Just like I remembered it. And now, it's mine.
Damn.
Oh, well, here we are. This is my last chance to save parkour civilization. I have
really
to be the
just
one
took
to summon the
Minecraft
parkour god.
Civilization.
Apparently, nobody has ever successfully summoned him before, but I've met him. I know he's real, and I just need him to come back one more
Come
time.
on.
Because, let's face it,
Come
I destroyed the
on.
world. I let one of the
Just
most
went
evil
lower. I
parkour
didn't mean
villains
to go
escape,
lower.
and death and destruction follow him everywhere he goes. I thought I
meant
was
to
the
lean
champion of
back. I gotta
parkour,
lean
but my
back.
parkour abilities were nothing
Tired of
compared
this
to the
shit,
parkour
bro.
villains. I was completely humiliated, like I was just another parkour noob, and all I could do was
Facts.
sit and watch as the villain
You got
took
shit
all
on,
of my
bro.
blocks and escaped back to parkour civilization. And I was left here to suffer, just like the villain did all of these years. In all of my time in parkour civilization, I've never experienced defeat like this. I mean, it only took one jump for the parkour villain to take every block I had. It was like he knew every move I was gonna do, and all I could do was just sit there and watch. I started grabbing every block.
He had the
that I could.
Sharingan,
Yes,
bro.
it's true, I may be stuck here forever, but my friend is still in the middle of a parkour battle. If I gather enough blocks, maybe he'll have enough resources to win. I just need these to not fall in the void. Okay, well, I guess 2 chests is all I have. Alright, so basically, my friend is gonna have to win the parkour battle in 1 attack. And of course, that is if he's even alive still. I started making my way back to the parkour temple. Fortunately, when I got there, I saw that my friend was still floating over the void.
We gotta
I didn't
react to
have
the
a
whole
plan.
thing.
I was gonna have to use the 2 chests
We already
and
on
improvise.
freaking
But that's when I
0.25. We
remembered
gotta
this
just
wasn't my
watch it.
only option. There might be a way to get more blocks. I almost forgot that I had an ally. We got separated
Oh
when
my
I fell into
gosh,
Seawatch's
I
trap, but
forgot.
he still should be alive. I went to the place where my ally was going to find Seawatch.
He's still
and I found him
alive,
standing in the
bruh.
middle of the battlefield. Hey, are you alright, man? What happened here?
It was an ambush. I thought I would find Siwa here, but all I found was a fight. I barely survived, but I have nothing left. No more blocks to fight with.
Well, that answered my question. The only other place I know of blocks is at the very top of the parkour temple, but I don't have a water bucket anymore. It's just too risky. If only I could get the parkour god to come back and help us out or something. Other
That's
than
so
that, I have
tragic,
no
bro.
ideas.
Wait, you might be onto something. If you actually believe you can summon the parkour god, then follow me.
Wait, I was kind of joking, but alright. I started to follow
Parkour
fight.
god.
At first, I thought we were going back to the library, but then I realized he was going further than that. A few moments
Parkour
later, we arrived at
church?
a building, and I saw a giant statue of the parkour god. The parkour fighter said that people would come to this building to try to get their prayers answered by the parkour god. Okay, so you said people
Parkour
would come here all the
church.
time, and they just summoned the parkour
Netherite boots.
god?
People would come here, yes, but no one has been able to summon the parkour god. Apparently, the last jump you need to do is to jump into the void, and no one was willing to.
Great, so I have to
That's
die to summon the parkour god. Well, I mean, I'm stuck here forever, so it's either die now or die later.
If you do choose to go for it, good luck. I'm gonna go look for more blocks. It's been nice knowing you.
Okay, if I didn't know any better, I would say that his tone sounds like he thinks I'm not coming back. So, from what I know, no one has been able to summon the parkour god because of the last jump in this course. But I have some idea that it might be different for me. Back in parkour civilization, no one even thought the parkour god really existed. But I saw
But
him
he
with my
saw
own 2 eyes.
him.
He gave me the champion boots to save the world. He came back before to save my life, and maybe he'll do it one more time. And who knows, maybe if he does show up, he'll give me blocks, and he'll show me a way out of here. I just have to make sure not to miss a single jump before I even get to the
Fence
summoning part.
parkour is
I barely
crazy,
made
bro.
2
I don't mess with
3.5
fence
block vertical
parkour.
jumps. And now I had to do, of course,
Water
You know, you would
parkour.
think jumping into the void would be enough, but no. Instead, I have to not die accidentally, and then I have to die on purpose. How does that make any
That's
sense?
insane.
When I first arrived on this level of civilization, I was forced to do water jumps to escape. And now, hopefully, this is the last time I'll be doing water jumps. I made the last jump,
What's
and I
he
was
gonna
standing
say?
at the base of the parkour god statue. A
What's
few
he
feet in
gonna
front of me
say?
stood a door, and when I walked up to it, it opened just like all of the parkour temple doors did. I walked inside the room, and I saw nothing. All that was inside
gonna
this room
jump?
was a giant hole in the middle of the floor. And of course, it went
he gonna
straight to the
jump?
void. And this is the part when I began to realize that I think my ally was telling the truth. Unless I could somehow miraculously make a 5-block jump, it seems pretty clear that the only thing to do here is to jump straight into the void. Oh man, I can't
Try
believe
the
I'm about to
5.
do this. Alright, parkour god, if you're listening, please send me some help. I I backed up and I jumped into the hole with no blocks below me. But just as I was about to enter the void, I felt my feet hit slime blocks and I bounced up onto a ladder. Okay, that was not what I was expecting to happen. I didn't know
He's
how
so
I was still alive.
dedicated
The
to this
blocks just
character, bro.
appeared
It's
out of
insane.
nowhere. Well, okay, if the parkour god's advice was to stop me from jumping into the void, I guess I got help. But I soon realized that my prayers were answered. Standing in front of me was a familiar figure, wearing diamond boots.
You know, it doesn't take much to convince you to jump into the void. You should really think these things through.
I don't get it. How are you standing there? I saw you die. How is this possible?
You asked the parkour god for help, so he sent me.
The parkour god heard me.
You look like you've been through a lot.
He's a
Let's
parkour
talk.
angel,
So
bruh.
it is true then. You removed this entire level of civilization just to imprison the parkour
The old
villain.
man's a
I mean,
parkour
wasn't
angel.
there any other way to stop him?
The only other way was to beat him in a parkour race, and I couldn't. So instead, I had to deal with the consequences of my actions my entire life. I'm sorry, Evo.
It's fine. I actually
Oh
understand. There
my
was nothing you could
gosh.
do. I mean, if anyone's to blame in this situation, it's me. I was the one who let him out. Everyone in parkour civilization would have been fine
This
if I
is
wasn't so
ridiculous,
reckless.
bruh.
And now I lost my champion boots. Those were the only ticket out of here.
You may not have your champion boots anymore, but there is still a way out of here.
I can go home? Tell me how. You know what they say, sometimes jumping in the void can save your life. I mean, no one has said that before, but in this case, it might have just saved mine. I have a way back to parkour civilization, but first, I just need to get my friend out of this parkour battle. I walked up to my friend
he gonna get
expecting
the
to see the
boots?
parkour fighter waiting with his attack, but he wasn't
How's he gonna
here.
get the
What's
boots?
going on? Where is the guy that attacked you?
You're not gonna believe this, but he fell in the void. From what I can see, he's never coming back, but the problem is that his attack still stands, and I'm at half a heart.
The parkour fighter fell into the void during a battle, but even if he's gone, his attack might hit you if you don't do a harder jump.
Exactly, so that means the only way I can get out of this is if you build me a jump that's harder than the attack.
Alright, I got very limited blocks, so it's time to do some parkour analysis. I'm not gonna lie, this jump is going to be hard. The parkour fighter attacked you with a 3.5 block vertical jump. Okay, that's not great news, but I
Damn.
think we might just be able to work with this. I placed down one of the chests. Now, my friend could do a 3.5 block diagonal downwards jump. Okay, we still have a problem. Your jump is going downwards, and that attack is going upwards, which means
What
yours
is
is
he
still
gonna do?
easier. I don't see how I could use the other chest I have to build a harder jump, so that means you're not gonna like this. You have to do a 360.
No way, man, I can't do a 3.5 block
Damn.
diagonal
He has to
360. Are
learn
you
how to do a
crazy?
360,
I'm sorry, this is
bro.
the only way. You have to make this to survive.
That's
I
insane.
never thought it would end like this, but at least I'll go out doing a 360.
There was nothing more I could do at this point. All I could do was watch.
I wish you never made 360s.
I watched as my friend jumped and made the 360 onto the chest. For the first time in days, both me and my friend were safe. Let's go.
He
See, not that
did
hard. I
it.
knew you could do it.
Oh my
friend was
gosh,
safe.
they're gonna be the same. They're gonna be the same. There's gonna be a part 3, and I'm gonna have to react to the part 3.
And now there was only one thing left to do, and that was return to parkour civilization.
I didn't find any blocks, but it looks like you didn't need them anyways. So what happens now?
I may have a way back to parkour civilization, and the way back was in front of us the whole time. The old man told me there would be a room behind the champion statue inside the parkour
my
temple, just like the
gosh.
secret room back in parkour civilization. Sure enough, the room was here, and it was nothing except for 5 parkour jumps. The old man
That's
apparently
simple.
made this as a last resort.
So you're jumping in the void on purpose?
Apparently, and surprisingly for the second time today. The old man said that only by failing the 4th jump will I be able to make it back to parkour civilization. I gave my
4th
friends the
jump
blocks
he
that I
has to
had.
fail.
I would be going on this journey alone, so they were better off in their hands than mine. From their perspectives, they won't know if I had died or made it back home,
Oh
so
my
all they could do
gosh.
was just wait for me. My
That's
friend
so
gave me his
tragic,
last
bruh.
piece of food to take on my journey. If I was gonna die in the void, I might as well not
Damn.
die on an empty stomach. Alright, let's
Facts,
jump into the
bruh.
void for the
Last
second
meal
time today.
type shit,
I'm
bro.
really hoping I
Respect.
remembered the old man's words correctly. It was the 4th jump, wasn't it? Of course, there's nothing down there to let me know if I'm in the right spot or not. Wait, maybe it
Damn.
wasn't the 4th jump. Maybe it was the 5th. Oh man, why am I forgetting
Damn.
now?
Stop
This was
second
quite
guessing,
literally the
bro.
only thing I had to remember. If I die and the
Stop
entire
second
world gets
guessing.
destroyed because I couldn't remember one number, well, I guess no one would know it was me, right? Okay, I just gotta choose one. I think it's number 4.
Damn.
This was it. This was the only way back. And
I
the
hope
only
he
way
lives.
back was to fail a jump. Let's just hope I failed the right one. I was falling through the void, but then I felt ground under my feet. When I jumped, I thought my journey was over, but
he
I
made
soon
it.
realized that there was more to my story. I was standing in the place where my journey first began. This was my home, Parkour Civilization, and I was going to be the one to save it again.
His home.
Today could very well be my last day in Parkour Civilization.
like day
If I wanna
one,
save
bro.
the world, I'll
Spring
have to risk
training, bro.
everything. I was the one who let the parkour villain escape, and if he gets his hands on the command blocks, he'll be
This
able to
shit like
destroy the
spring
world.
training
So,
right
plan
now,
A, I
bro.
cannot let him get to the top of Parkour Civilization. But it was at that moment I realized my plan might have already been over. I was down at the noob level of Parkour Civilization, but no
This is
matter where I
insane.
looked, I saw nothing. Every building that used to be here was just gone. I could tell by the holes in the ground that a neighborhood used to be here. This was the neighborhood where I grew up in, and it's all
Damn.
gone. I knew
It's
that this
all
only meant
gone.
one
he
thing. The
destroyed
parkour
it.
villain has already made it to the top and is using the command blocks to reshape Parkour Civilization.
my
Oh man, this
gosh,
is not good. Well, plan A is out the
no.
window. It's time to start thinking of a new one. It's crazy to think that my entire life started in this temple. If I had never failed this one block jump at the beginning, I don't think I would have become the parkour champion that I am today. I might have just lived my life as a parkour pro, comfortable and happy. But where would be the fun in that? At least now I get a near-death experience every 5 minutes and credit for saving the world. Hopefully twice if I pull this one off. I made it up to the pro level of Parkour Civilization. I looked around and nothing seemed different, except for the fact that, well, the statue didn't have my head anymore. Alright, I'm gonna guess that was a personal design choice by the parkour villain himself. Just like the noob layer, everything I remember from the pro layer was gone. Except
Trying
this
to
layer was
force
different, and now
tears
there
right
were
now.
buildings that I've never
This
seen
is so
before.
sad.
This is the spot where all of the pro houses should be, but now there's just one platform with parkour jumps on it. And not only that, the parkour jumps are identical to each other. This wasn't just a fight, this was a parkour race. I thought back to what the parkour villain said. He said
He's a
that he wanted to
parkour
enlighten the
racer,
world with
bro.
his new form of parkour. If I had to guess, I would say he did just that. All of the buildings surrounding the
Parkour
platform looked like
racing,
prisons,
bro.
but after checking every one of them, there was no one inside of them. No one was here. I
No.
couldn't help but think of two terrible ideas of what happened. Either one, the parkour villain wiped out every pro by himself, or two, he made the parkour pros fight each other. No matter what happened, the fact remains that the prison cells are empty, so that leaves me to believe that the pros are gone. But that doesn't mean that the parkour masters are. If the outcomes I believe happened were true, it makes
They all
sense the parkour
died.
pros wouldn't stand a chance against the parkour villain. But the parkour masters
all
know how to fight,
died.
and if they can fight, maybe there's a chance that they've been able to stay alive. I made it up to the
Maybe.
master level of civilization. Only one more layer, and bro, really my statue got destroyed again? Alright, once I get my hands back on the command blocks, I
So
gotta build like 50
tragic,
of
bro.
those.
So
Even though I was
tragic.
on the master level of
Facts.
civilization, everything looked
Facts.
exactly the same as the layer below. The entire parkour city I
Bro,
worked
the-
so
the
hard to make
neighborhood
was
will
completely
repay you
wiped
with a
out, and
fucking
once again
statue
replaced with a platform that
you
had
do good,
parkour
bro.
race courses on it. I
So
looked
fucking
around but
do
didn't
good.
see anybody. But that's when I realized that these prisons were different than the layer below. All of these prison cells still had doors on them. The masters might still be alive.
You just
Really?
don't know when to give up, do you?
Standing directly behind me was the parkour villain himself.
I can only imagine you escaped with the help of the parkour god. That is quite unfortunate.
I wasn't expecting the fight to get here so soon, but here it was. It's time to risk everything to save Parkour Civilization. Alright, let's parkour race. This course right here.
I'm afraid not.
Wait, what? Why not? So now you're too scared to fight? What happened to all the stuff you were saying about willing to risk everything? Sounds to me like you think you're gonna lose.
You of all people should know that course is below people like you and I. If I were to race you, the course would be terrifying. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to use the command blocks to wipe you out for good. You can try to stop
Damn,
me,
what a
but
pussy
it looks
motherfucker.
like your hands are full.
The parkour villain wasn't even gonna fight me. He was just gonna wipe me out with the command blocks. What did he mean
Bitch
when he
made
said it looks like my
motherfucker.
hands are full? But at that moment, I heard something, and I looked over at one of the prison cells. One of the doors had opened, and standing in the doorway was a parkour master. He started jumping towards me. Hey, what's going on? Are you alright? What happened to all the other parkour masters? Are they still alive?
I'm sorry, Evbo, but the new champion has ordered me to race you in this parkour course.
He ordered you to race me. Why would you do that?
If I don't, he'll race me himself, and I don't want to end up like the others.
Then don't, okay? Look, as soon as you challenge
What
me to a
happened to
parkour
the
race, one of
others?
us will die, and you're not gonna beat me. So why don't you just give me time to defeat the parkour villain, and then we'll all be okay. Just don't challenge me and trust me, I can do this.
I'm sorry, Evbo, but racing you seems like my best option to stay alive. I challenge you to a parkour race.
And just like that, after those words were said, I could do nothing. Both of us were locked into a parkour race, meaning once one of us finishes the course, the other one will die, no matter what. This is exactly what the parkour villain wanted. He introduced this illegal form of parkour, and now he gets to watch and laugh as I fight to the death with the people that I'm fighting. The worst part is that the parkour villain knows that these parkour masters are no match for me. All he wants is to watch me suffer as I eliminate my friends. After doing the last two Neo jumps, I knew the parkour race was over. Part of me wanted to just stop right here before the last jump and let the parkour master win, but I knew I couldn't. If I ended my journey right here, then no one would be able to stop the parkour villain, and many more lives would be lost. After I made the final jump of the parkour race, the parkour master was gone, and the fight was over. But the fight against the parkour villain hadn't even begun. If I don't get to the top of Parkour Civilization quickly enough, the villain will use the command blocks to delete me from this world, and I'll have no chance to save these people, which means there's no time to waste. The last time I saved the world, I actually had a plan, but now
He's
I
gone
have no plan,
forever.
no blocks to fight with, and I just realized I have no way up to the top. Oh, I'm so done for. I didn't even realize that my champion boots were gone, and only the parkour champion can see the path up to the top. But that doesn't mean it's not here. Oh no, I have a really
He's
bad
gone.
idea. Okay, I'm 99% sure this is where the first jump starts. If I get this wrong, well, it was a good life. life. I jumped into the air expecting to be falling, but I wasn't. The path to the top of Parkour Civilization was here. I just couldn't see it without my champion boots on. If this idea didn't work, saving the world would have been impossible. But now it's just slightly less impossible. Oh man, I have to do so many invisible jumps. Oh, this is not gonna be easy. Only thing I could do was rely on my memory of the parkour course up to the top. Luckily, I've made this journey numerous times over the course of my life. Still, jumping on invisible blocks is very much not preferred. Only a few more jumps and I was inside the parkour temple. But with how long this journey's been taking, I feel like
he
I
really
could be
is a
deleted in
parkour
any second.
legend.
After all, the parkour villain does specialize in racing. I made the final jump and I was inside the parkour temple. With no sign of the parkour villain, I can only assume he made it to the top, which means
no, the parkour villain is a racist. No, how can he win against a racist in this freaking... The Parkour Civilization is racist this whole time. That's why he was locked up. He was locked up because he's a racist. Lock him back up! Lock him up!
If I randomly disappear, I guess I get to add an invisible parkour course to my list of accomplishments.
That's despicable,
but I wasn't
bro.
gone yet. I scaled the temple until I was at the very top. He must be on the command blocks, right? There's no way he... Wait,
that's
what
despicable.
Is that? On the other side of the parkour temple, there was some structure built, and the parkour villain was waiting for me. So, I take it there's a reason I'm still alive? What, did you want to get one last supervillain monologue before you use the command blocks to wipe me out?
I was never going to defeat you like that. I just needed you to follow me. Now, you will experience the true pain of a parkour race.
I now realized what the structure in front of me was.
Bro.
It was a parkour race, and it would be my last chance to save Parkour Civilization. Some part of me was relieved, because if I was going to be deleted by
this is the climax of the movie.
Stop that. But now the course of action is simple: win the parkour race.
This is without a doubt the most difficult race in parkour history. I want you to feel the sense of dread as you watch me get closer and closer to the finish line, knowing no matter how hard you try, you will never catch up to me. I commend you for making it this far, but I cannot entertain this any longer. Let's begin.
This was it.
Knowing this guy, bro, he's just gonna fall off the edge right now, bro.
The hardest parkour race in history against one of the most fearsome parkour fighters of all time. There's nothing to save me now. Miss one jump and it's over. Make the jump slower.
Knowing him, he's gonna fall off right now, bro.
I can't hold anything back in this fight. Maybe I'm not good enough to beat the parkour villain, but someone once told me that as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. The parkour race had begun. I did the first 3 jumps without stopping, but the parkour villain had matched my speed. This race was only gonna get more difficult, and the only way I could get a lead on the parkour villain is by doing the most difficult jumps with virtually no stopping. I barely stayed on after the ice block jump, and now it was time for a chain neo, which the parkour villain did effortlessly. I made the chain neo myself and made the drop down to the ladder. It was time to speed things up. I made a 4.5 block jump into a 6.5 block jump onto a candle. Now was my time to take the lead.
This is crazy.
I quickly made the 2 block neo jump and immediately went onto the glass jumps. The parkour villain told me I lost the battle with him before because of my inability to risk everything I had. But right now in this battle, I wasn't holding anything back.
He's letting it all go, bruh.
I needed momentum.
He's letting it all go to beat the racist. The racist villain. That's fucking crazy. Give it all you got to beat the racists in your life, bro. The racist villains.
I had a sizable lead against the parkour villain. I could do
He's
this.
gapping
I went
him.
backwards 1 jump and used the momentum to make the 3 block neo jump. This was my time. This was my...
That's crazy.
And that's when my heart dropped. The feeling of hope I had in this battle came and went in seconds. My side of the parkour battle wasn't finished, and the end to the race was just a few jumps away.
Does he have to jump
was
to
set
the
up
other
from the
side?
beginning. The parkour villain never intended on me finishing this race. He got what he wanted, and that was
He's
to
a
make me suffer.
scammer.
All I could do from this point on was watch as my life slowly came to an end. This was how I was gonna go out. In a few jumps, the parkour villain would make it to the platform, and my life would cease to exist.
He's a
To be honest,
scammer.
with everything that's happened
Scammer
in my life, I didn't think I would make it this far. With every battle and every parkour course I've had to do, I always thought that a jump would be my last. And you know what? I've made some pretty impossible jumps,
That's so
which is
tragic.
why I'm not gonna leave Parkour Civilization by just standing still. I'm gonna end this journey with one final jump. So, this is what the end feels like. Wow, feels weird. It feels like I'm still alive. No, but I'm probably dead, right? Yeah, I'm definitely dead.
Where is he?
I mean, I jumped into the void. How would I not be dead?
Where is he?
are very much still alive.
In that moment, I heard a voice that I've heard one time in my life before. It was the voice.
It's Parkour God.
Voice of the parkour god. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you say
my
I'm alive? Wait, how is that even possible?
Why did you jump?
Why did I jump?
You knew there was no block to land on. Yet you jumped anyways.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I had no options. And didn't you hear my inner monologue? I kind of wanted that to be my last jump in Parkour Civilization.
That's not it. You were prepared to sacrifice your life for Parkour Civilization.
That's
and
crazy.
perhaps I should do the same.
I'm sorry, Mr. Parkour God, but if I'm still alive, does that mean there's still a way I can go back and save the world?
You may leave anytime you want. Just fail a jump and you can go back.
I can go back and save everyone. Thank you, Parkour.
Bro, why he getting so many second chances, bro? If I was parkour master, I wouldn't be getting these second chances. I guarantee it.
Oh God, I promise I
Shit's
won't
making
waste
me
this chance.
mad, bro.
So eager to leave already? I guess my golly words are of no value to you.
No, that's not it. Sorry, I thought you were done. Please continue.
Throughout my life, I have never bothered to interfere with the events of Parkour Civilization. I was afraid of what would happen if I were to introduce my power to the world.
Wait, but you gave me the champion boots last time I needed to save the world. Didn't you interfere then?
I was merely a messenger. The old man wanted his boots to go to you, and all I did was deliver them.
So why tell me all this? And why bring me here?
Because I have found my successor. You have convinced me that there are those in this world worthy of wielding my power, and you will continue my legacy by inheriting this power and passing it on to future generations.
Whoa, okay, hold on. You said
He's Parkour God now?
Become Parkour.
I'm sorry.
He's Parkour!
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm a godly figure that rarely
To beat the racist villain, he's becoming Parkour.
shows up. I'm not supposed to make any sense.
And just
What?
Parkour God vanished into thin air. I'm gonna inherit the Parkour God's power? What does this even
What?
mean? Now's not the time to think about it too much. All that matters now is that I can finish this race and save the world. From the beginning, I've always had to jump to survive. And well, I'm still jumping.
The plot armor is insane, low-key. There's a lot of plot armor on this guy. Holy shit.
Oh, did I just do that? Did the
Holy
Parkour God just put the ladder for me?
shit!
Oh, I am still alive.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, netherite boots? No,
What?
I'm the one who made the ladder.
What? That's impossible.
No.
Oh my gosh!
Let's see how this works. all
He's
right?
becoming
This
parkour!
is what parkour should feel like. Okay, what do we have here?
What the fuck?
I can see the finish line. I'm
Oh my gosh!
Just 5 more jumps. Let's do this.
What the fuck? He won! 360!
Oh, it's over. Oh my gosh, it's over. Oh, that one really came down to the wire. I kind of wish someone saw that 360 at the end. That was kind of cool. Oh, my body is sore. My shoulder kind of hurts from that ladder clutch. Should it be hurting? I thought I'm the parkour god now. I feel like I shouldn't be able to feel pain. Can I even die? Should I test it out right now? No, that's a terrible idea. I should not test that out.
Man, why do the command blocks have to be a 4-block jump?
It's not that hard. Come on, you'll get used to it. Besides, you're the new parkour champion. You should be doing that in your sleep. All right, let's see how this attempt went. Nope, you still messed it up again. Okay, so this time you built barely half a house, and it's also like 50 blocks up in the air. That's fine. Don't sweat it. Not everyone gets it on their first try.
I don't get it. I'm thinking of a
so
house. and
crazy.
It's not building the house. Why are these things so hard to use?
Yeah, it's more of an imagination thing. I don't know. You just gotta think harder. I mean, I got it on my first try.
Yeah, of course you did, bro. So what are you gonna do now that the world doesn't need saving anymore? What are you supposed to do as the parkour god?
That's the thing. I don't have to do anything. If the world needs saving, I'll be there to save it. But for now, I just want to parkour. I've been a parkour noob. I've been a parkour pro. I've been a master. And I've been a parkour
Dude,
champion.
that's so honorable, bro. He just lives to parkour. That's so freaking legendary. It's not plot armor, bro. He lives for this shit, bro. He dies for this shit, bro.
And every one of those roles came with expectations about where I should go or what I should do. But now, the only one to decide those things for me is myself.
him.
So
It's
all I'm gonna
him.
do is parkour. And if that leads me back to saving Parkour Civilization again, then so be it. From now on, the only path I'm following is my
my
own. I
gosh.
make my own jumps.
That was so beautiful. I'm so glad I didn't stop watching it halfway through. I'm glad I was checked in the entire 2 hours. It was written in parkour. This guy's a comedic genius. That shit is funny as hell, bro. This guy's goofy, bro. Let's see some more of these comments, man. I like how throughout this entire series, everyone is... Hold on, I can't read that word, bro. I literally can't read that word on my screen. That looks like the N-word, bruh. On my screen, I'm not gonna fucking read that. Let's find another comment, man. The levitation brewing stand jump saved you was actually the most genius things ever of random plot armor. That shit was fucking hilarious, bruh. This shit is so beautiful. Oh my god, they were hinting the secret civilization in the first movie. Guys, I was telling you from the beginning, there was a freaking prison. From the beginning.
That would have killed me. Whatever this parkour battle was.
From the beginning.
If a noob completes the
I was saying we need to lock up the parkour criminals. We need to lock up the parkour criminals. That's what I was saying the whole fucking time. And they finally locked them up in the end, man. That shit's fucking beautiful. I'm in this fucking... Actually, let's get to 2 hours. I want a 2-hour live stream for the one time, man. Kamla Brawlhalla session. Kamla Brawlhalla session. For the culture. Or if we get to 2 hours before we get in the Brawlhalla, man, fuck it. I'll just end that motherfucker, bro. I just want to get to them 2 hours, man. That's 2 out of 24, man. That's like... Boy, you don't want to smoke. You don't want to smoke. Do you know who you're talking to right now? The fucking Iron Lung, bro. You're talking to the fucking Iron Lung right now, bro. You know that, right?
Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Look at that. You don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke. Alright. Freaking. Join the goddamn gang, man. Join the goddamn gang. That's the code, man. I ain't blocking the code. I don't give a fuck. Anyone can join. Anyone in the live stream, join up, man. I don't give a damn. If anyone else is in this besides the one person who has the 1v1, I'm accepting them all. I'm accepting them all. It's November 1st. Hold up. Let me check my freaking medical stuff. I got something to do to fucking... What's November 1st? Alright. Not that one. Okay. Let me check my phone. I was just drink fucking wax on accident, bro. Tweaking. Yeah, I have no idea if I go to the fucking doctor tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Should've wrote that shit down. That's real freaking tragic. Join this motherfucker right now, man. Hurry to flip up, cause I wanna go to sleep. I ain't even going front. I think I wanna go to sleep. Maybe I'll go freaking watch One Piece for like another 2-3 hours, man. Fuck it. Things happen, man. Things happen. People got things to do. If you don't join in the next 15 seconds, low key, I'm just going in a different one-on-one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shit, he did it. He joined quick, bro. He heard the countdown. He joined quick. That's insane. All right. Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta check something. New main is crazy. You're getting sweated on, pal. I ain't even gonna front with you, bro. You're getting fucking sweated on. But he doesn't know I'm a tryhard. I play this game in my free time.
I play this game disrespectfully, man. I'm a disrespectful player when it comes to this shit.
3, 2.
With my eyes closed, watch this. Alright, hold up. Damn! Thought I could win with my eyes closed. Yeah, bro. Don't try nothing, bro. Don't try nothing. I'm a sweat. Let me move my camera, actually. Alright. That's good there. Hold up. Hold on. I'm about to clip this guy, bro. I'm about to clip this guy. I'm about to clip this guy, chat. Hold up. Fuck. I'm about to clip this guy in a second, bro. Watch this. I'm about to fucking clip this guy. Mark my words, I'm gonna clip this guy. Mark my words, I'm gonna clip this guy. What the fuck? That was my freaking... That was my hockey, bro. He lost the will to fight, bro. Watch this. He's about to get clipped, bro. Thought he was gonna get clipped. Oh, shit. When did this motherfucker get good, bro? Fuck, man. Fuck, man. Alright, we're about to hit him with the freaking sky move. Watch this. Fuck! Huh? You're about to get clipped. You're about to get clipped, buddy. You're about to get clipped. What the fuck? My shift key doesn't work. You're about to get clipped. You're about to get clipped. I don't care what it takes. I'm getting you clipped. Alright, whatever. It wasn't a clip, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're getting a freaking mean emoji, bro. Watch this. Watch this. Thumbs down. Yep. How's it feel, bro, to get fucking shit on? Damn, 2-hour stream, guys. That was fucking...